so much better at that than the rest of us because we all suck.
Nah,
It's pretty
that's
good.
right.
I should have brushed my hairs.
Well, it's just carrying over into the witching hour.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? We're backstage, and Jeff had a Speedo on. We go live, and he's got his shirt. And
Yeah,
What's going on?
he got
Right.
dressed real quick.
That's the after hour stuff. Saving that for Mike's stream.
You got to join MNC Aquatics membership for that one.
I wish I had them, but I don't.
This is OnlyFans club.
I was right in that water when I went off. It was right there at the top.
Yeah, just in time.
You move enough water, you get sort of a sense for it, you know? It's like,
Yeah.
except for when you forget and flood your floor.
Yeah, man. It's like the Force, right?
Yeah, it's like I'll be outside and all of a sudden I take off running for the basement and the wife's looking at me like, what's wrong with this idiot? It was like, I had a quarter of an inch to go before it overflowed.
Like, I just remembered something.
Yeah.
I've done it so many times, I literally do the twist tie around my finger thing to.
Does that work for you?
Yeah, I have this, you know, those really long twist ties? I have one. Of
Okay,
those.
yeah.
It's obnoxious. Like, the entire time it's on,
Right,
it's
but you're like, but it gets your attention and you're like, why do I have this? And you're like, oh, I haven't tried it. I haven't tried it in a while. It didn't work for me as a kid. But I'm special. I got that ADD.
Shit runs to the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did the mother of all those one time. I was filling up a 3,000 gallon when it was freshwater Amazon, and I got a work call. There was an outage, and I ran upstairs to my office, and I worked on that for like an hour and a half. It was like 2 a.m. I just went to bed, and then like at 6 o'clock in the morning, I just woke up and said, "Oh shit!" and I ran downstairs. And
Yeah.
walking out the house for hours and hours and hours.
So
Couple
the
thousand of gallons.
I don't even
first
know
big-
how many times.
first big water change I did in the fish room. I was doing a 125. I was doing a flow through. So I had the water set just right. It wasn't overflowing. And then I had a hose run into the floor drain. Dog pulled his hose out. It found a hole next to the floor drain, drained underneath the floor, and came out in the hallway. And I never even seen it in the fish room. And I don't know how many hundreds of gallons I ran through that thing before I found it.
Oh shit!
So yeah, that was the first big mishap in the fish room. Then I figured out when you do gypsum, that's water resistant. It doesn't really absorb. And then when you seal the top of the hardwood, there's no place for the water to go. It's just trapped. So there was a lot of buckling going on for a little while.
Yep.
Yeah, thank God there's a sliding glass door off to one side of that, and the water went that way.
That's
What?
cheating.
Behind the tank, it was like 4 inches deep, and then just against that door and going out.
So you open the door and just let it whoosh on outside?
Pretty much, yeah. Thankfully, it was like in the summertime, so I just came down here and I opened the door, turned the water off, and let it whatever out. And I literally put a sump pump back there, pumped it from the floor to the outside, and I didn't have the trash pump back then. I would have used that. And then after that, I got a bunch of air movers. I've done it so many times that the best way to do it is you just get out what you can, but then just get the air movers out and just crank them. And again, since it was summertime, just open up all the windows and dry it out.
So what is an air mover running these days? Because that seems like something that I should have in the fish room and as a homeowner in general. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they're very useful. I don't know. I've had mine a long time. Fortunately, they
oh,
They're like
okay, that's good.
industrial fans.
But I wouldn't think they'd be more than like $200.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dehumidifiers now are like almost 300.
Oh, really?
Though it's
Yeah.
just
I'm thinking about the ones that look like a snail. They're plastic. They look like a snail. The tube is on the bottom and it's kind of flat.
I think they're still under $100. I think.
Yeah, I see. You can get them for anywhere from 100 to 200, depending on how fancy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that last dehumidifier I bought, that thing was like almost $300. That was the cheapest one that Home Depot had.
Before I forget, I don't know if it's the same everywhere, but around me, I've been going to the Home Depots and Lowe's around here. That all of them have tropical plants on clearance, like 60% off. Like I'm getting all the plants for my new riverbank new filter for like $8, $8 to $12 a plant.
Yeah, we checked ours today and they had them.
They're like dirt cheap.
Yeah.
I need to hit one up. I could use a few.
I wish I had the room for White Birds of Paradise. I'd have a dozen of those for like $50. They just get too big.
Well, it's a good thing I don't know what plants are, so I just buy them randomly anyway, and then figure out that later.
When I lived in Tampa, I had White Bird of Paradise in my backyard, and I think they were like 20, 25. They got humongous.
Yeah.
I can't really do that because these two crazy cats we got.
Biggest I think I have.
No, yeah.
That Gunnera.
Yeah, they'll dig them up, use them for a litter box, chew on them, think that it's their play toy.
Mine don't bother them.
Dude, it depends on the cat. It's just like with the fish guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like those cats got personality.
The cat we had before would lay on the lid and sleep all day long on top of a tank. And these two we got now, they're the air hose chewing, ridiculous cats.
Yeah, mine will get up there and lay down and sleep all day or underneath them. That's it. She don't bother anything.
Well,
So when they bug me, I just whistle for the dog. And they're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, all these plants I'm buying, they're going to be in the aquarium, so it's a pretty good way to keep the cat out of them.
I see a sneaky.
right.
Actually, I saw her just walk upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that crypt Balinese, I've been having some good luck with. I've got it in my tank that I have at work, and like it's filling that 10-gallon right now. Like we're getting ready to, I think next week we're gonna count how many leaves are on it because each stem is a leaf, and then we're going to make some decisions because they're like curling up on themselves like a couple times in the tank, each individual leaf. So we got to thin it out a little bit.
I've never had that plant.
Me either.
It's got I'll show one to you in a minute. It's got long thin leaves and they're waffly, and then like these are like getting to be like 16 inches long in the 10-gallon. It's really kind of whimsical. So there's these large arches of leaf like coming down from the top of the water all over the place. So it looks pretty good.
That's funny. What Redneck Aquatic said, like with his turtle, he overfilled. The turtle climbs out. At least with fish, they stay in the
Yeah.
Usually they do.
I have had that happen.
I've done that to the shrimp tank because I'll forget that it's dripping. So it's like a slow motion train wreck. So the Balinese is, let me flip my camera.
All right, we got Katie.
So yeah, it's a cryptocorn. Cam, I'll turn it off. That's not good.
We got Katie, not Jake.
This is
It
Jake
looks
and I
that
are
way.
I'm bringing clippings.
So yeah, it's this one. So the leaves are. The leaves are waffly, but it's thin. What's that? What's that one that? What's that one that Corey likes? That was in that big
The
800-gallon
pogo?
goldfish tank.
Yeah,
Is it the
Pogo's.
pogo?
It's been a while.
I think so.
Okay,
Pogo octopus.
but there's another crypt that looks kind of like this. I think the leaves are like thinner. These guys really think they're going to get fed right now. So I stopped scrubbing the glass right about here.
What kind of barbs are those?
But these are rosy barbs.
They look good.
Yeah, I don't remember
Yeah,
Yeah.
seeing them with such dark fins and bright red.
yeah, I know they're really they're really happy. I got them at the Hill Country Cichlid. I don't know. No, wait, that's all the letters. Hill Country Cichlids. And I think they're starting. I think they're starting a new group. Their group was ending, and then it's picking up again. And Vibes has been involved with them. They're down towards San Antonio area.
Nice.
But I just got a couple of babies of these. So yeah, this plant has been doing well, and it's been sending off babies. And then my tank at work has I've brought one back already because it made another one. I'm getting a lot of static. Is that me?
Probably me.
We're gonna blame you.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, sorry guys. Jeez. I knew it was gonna be like this.
You're gonna make me laugh and I'll start laughing.
Well, at least he's not trying to run you over.
It's not me.
Michael only tried to run me over once.
Yeah, don't let me catch you in the parking lot if I'm in the car and you're not. You know what I mean? Like, I take advantage of that amount of power.
It was funny. Probably the look on my face and the look on your face when I realized it was you that was honking and bearing down on me. It's like, oh, it's Michael trying to run over me. I guess that's all right.
Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna fight this dude, and then you're like,
Yeah, it's Michael.
I probably can't take him.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know.
I don't know either, man. I was in choir. You know what I mean? Like, I'll go down quick. I'll go down quickly, and I'll cry a lot. You'll feel bad. You'll feel real bad.
I think we'd have both started laughing at each other if you'd have jumped out of the car.
Yeah.
We'd already had so much fun already that weekend. We'd have just been laughing.
Man, it's a weekend for sure, man. Starts to get a little surreal.
Oh crap, Sarah's here. What's up, Sarah?
I don't think I was as loud or as entertaining as I was the year before at the clash, but I remember a heck of a lot more from this last time. So perhaps I'm improving.
That's
You know
a good
what I mean?
sign.
Like, yeah.
We're gonna get Jeremy to film you this year, so we got some evidence.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see what happens then.
Yeah, we got mama fish in here now.
I see
Mother fish.
that. Mother fish.
Welcome
Jody P.
CC, Stan
Chat.
Pittman.
CC will be going on later tonight at like 10 o'clock Central. I think it is.
What's
Oh,
that?
okay. I'll be juiced up for that. I'll be ready.
I think it's 10 o'clock Central.
That's what I was doing.
Are you not working Sunday nights now, bro?
No, I haven't been working Sunday nights. I've been, well, I was for a little while. Like that would be a shift that I would pick up. I work Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So, man,
Well,
I made a cup of coffee and I don't know where it is.
I haven't got
I'm just going to get another one.
I haven't done that.
But yeah, I work Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I've been missing a lot of Sundays and stuff like that. Like I had to get my wife to wake me up and make sure I was moving around before the stream tonight. Because I'll go to sleep and then like I'll sleep until like 11 or something at night. And then sometimes I fall back asleep and then I screw up my schedule and then I'm on days.
I
don't miss doing that.
I could have gave you a wake up call. You would have enjoyed that. I'd have said, "Get up, mother!" Oh,
No, you take one of them free on
Right.
air horns.
So yeah,
Good, dude.
yeah, I've been working the night shift. What I couldn't make out what you said there, Mike.
Should take one of them free on air horns.
Oh,
What do you answer
those
the
run on
phone, blast?
Freon?
Some of them. I've got one that does.
you get buy the Freon when you can recharge it.
That
Yep.
sounds expensive.
Yeah. Oh, I got a Christmas present from my niece. The one that comes with me to Aqua Show, the one you know, Anna.
Yeah. One that changes her name on a regular basis.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I was told last year because, like, here's the thing: she keeps changing the name of her channel and stuff. And they're like, "Okay, so yeah, what's the name of your niece's channel?" And I was like, "I'm not sure." And he's like, "Yeah, that's not going to work, but she can write on your VI. She can write as your +1." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So she was a little disheartened by it because she didn't get a badge, but I just put my badge on her. Like, fine. But so, yeah, I got this year. Perfect for Uncle Mike, and it's battery operated, so it's got
Yeah.
little holes. Got little holes in it.
Uh-oh. It doesn't blow. What's up with that?
Yeah. So yeah, I got a novelty air horn. You know what I mean? I was like, man, I shouldn't have been so loud around these people.
Battery operated and it doesn't blow.
Yep.
Yeah, and it doesn't blow because it's
Yeah,
the
bad
best.
feel.
It's the best.
Anything new going on?
Can't be talking about me. I've just been sick for a week, so I haven't done
I mean,
nothing.
aquarium domain has to have something going on. You got a lot of gallons there. There's a lot of mysteries to uncover every day when you get in your fish room, man.
I'm still excavating in the ground, trying to get down to that second level basement build. So
Okay.
one bucket of dirt at a time.
Right.
Just like the prisoner, huh? One scoop at a time.
You're what was that movie?
Shawshank?
We're getting that audio thing again, Mike.
Shawshank Redemption?
No, it was a comedy. It had Val Kilmer in it. He was like a secret agent over in Nazi Germany. Like slapstick comedy.
I can't think of it.
I'm just gonna say Spies Like Us because I like that movie, but I know that's not what we're talking about.
I'm not good at movie names.
Whoever it was, he's trying to rescue like somebody out of a like prison cell, and the guy said, "Oh, I'm almost finished with my tunnel." And he pokes his head down there, and it's like, it's fully lit, asphalt, like perfect, Kind of deal.
Top secret.
Yeah, top secret. That's it. Yeah. Just working with my GC buddy, trying to figure out the plans for the new room, new annex.
Oh man,
I'm looking forward to that.
yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it, buddy. Like, you've got so much, you've got so many amazing things going on over there and stuff like that. Like, I was like, this guy is either really, really cool or like I'm like actually like talking to a crazy person. Like, I'm not sure. You know what I mean? Like when I first meet you, and you're telling me about things you got in your fishing room. I'm like, yeah, sure you do, buddy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It just sounds like it's not true. You know what I mean? Like, I know better now, but I had just met you, and I was like, I don't know, man. This sounds really fantastic.
It might be a little bit of both.
Yeah.
It's all.
No, man, I don't think so. It's because like, okay, like you were poised and like you were being genuine. I'm like getting authenticity from you. You know what I mean? But then the things that are coming out of your mouth are like crazy. So I was like, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Mike's like,
Yeah. Got Austin Fantastic Freaks is here. What's up, buddy?
Hey,
Hey, Austin. Good to see you, bro.
we had him on not too long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Austin,
Hey,
April 6th, we're going to Quad City Clash. A whole bunch of us. We should go.
Yeah. Mr. Austin from Fantastic Freaks needs to go April 6th.
who wants to sign up to get some stuff from the Quad City swap and just drive it over the mountains and drop it off to me in Western Maryland?
Well, if I have enough
Drop
time to
those
plan a
eight-
vacation.
Drop them angel
Yeah,
fish
Jermaine.
off too.
Yeah, I'll meet you at the bottom of the Appalachians
Nice.
on the east side.
Yeah.
Aquarium Domain, are you in San Antonio or?
What?
I
No.
actually did live in San Antonio at one point, but I live in Maryland.
Okay, so you're in Maryland now? All right.
You know where Randolph is in Converse, Texas? Air Force Base.
Say the name of the town again.
The town is Converse, just south of New Braunfels.
Okay.
There's a Randolph U.S. Air Force Base there.
Yeah.
I used to work there, and when I did, I lived in north side of San Antonio, south side of 1604.
Okay. Yeah. I was remembering San Antonio from our conversation. Like I said, I was not sober when I spoke with you, sir. So like a lot of my memories of our conversation, you know what I mean? Like you're gonna have to correct me on some details, sir.
Yeah, we hung at the Clash 2 different years. Because I remember one year you were there, Kenny was there, Kenny Byers, ABC.
Yeah, that was yeah. And then did I see you last year?
Yeah. Last year was the construction worker thing at the bar.
Okay. Yeah, I should remember what I had said to those guys, but I don't.
It was hilarious. Again, I need to just get the, like the body cam thing and just let it roll,
Get the GoPro going.
I mean, literally, I have to delete about 90% of it just to save myself from looking bad. But then, whatever's left.
All kinds of incriminating evidence are.
Yeah, you just got it mounted on your chest, and like as soon as you like walk into the hospitality room and stuff like that, like you just see people like jumping out of your way because they don't want to be on film. Like you go outside to the smoker section, you know what I mean? And like everybody's like, just turns and like wanders off, and you're like, man, I need to rethink this.
Need to be sneakier.
I mean, the Clash was awesome, but that's one thing that had a downturn was the hospitality room. So I'm gonna come well prepared this year.
I have been continuing to need less alcohol. I guess I'm getting better at it. I don't know. But yeah, it's been affecting me a lot more. So I need like less drinks. So which is handy. You know what I mean? Like that's economical. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna put some stuff in my room and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, the
And
problem with the
yeah,
hospitality room is it's too small. It's like these two little rooms connected and it's 1,000 degrees. You know?
Getting
yeah,
stuff.
I think they were forced into that situation by the hotel.
Yeah, no, I
And
think they were, but it's still
so
down
yeah,
there.
yeah, no, yeah, definitely. I mean, like it was a little bit of it was a little bit of a buzzkill, but hey, man, it went fine for me. You know what I mean? Didn't prevent me from having a good time. So
Oh, yeah, all we did was I just went up to my room and got a one of those big colored cups. You can't see what's inside of it, you know.
yeah,
And then we just moved the hospitality room out into the hospitality lounge. So, problem solved.
yeah. But
Flatbed.
yeah, I mean, I'm going to three things this year. I keep saying I can only afford two, so we'll see how it goes. But should be fine. But I mean, like I've always wanted to go to the ALA, and that's going to be in San Antonio with a bunch of other people that I'm interested in seeing. How many people is it, Curtis? How many different clubs? Is it five?
It's American Live Bear, American Killifish, American Cichlid Association, the Betta Congress,
Beta
and
Congress.
then the Texas Fish Clubs. All the Texas Fish Clubs are coming together there.
Oh, okay, cool, perfect. All right, yeah. I was like, I remember there being a star on the thing. You know what I mean? And I was like, so maybe there's five.
Yeah, so like the Dallas Aquarium Society is going to be there. Houston's going to be there. San Antonio, of course, will be there. All of those clubs.
Ah,
It's going to be quite a setup.
yeah, it's gonna be neat.
We're probably going to get in a lot of trouble with.
Oh, surely not.
Well,
Well, I mean, surely not with all five. You know what you know what I mean? We might not be allowed to come back to one or two of them, but not all five.
yeah, surely we can get in one of them. I mean,
Hmm.
we'll just blame everything on vibes, even though it'll be me or you or Mexicali. So
The locals got
Right.
scared.
We just we
I'll
need
get
yeah, we
That's not going on.
Mexicali already says he's got a barbecue lined up for us because he knows some barbecue people down there that actually barbecue.
Oh,
hey man. Hey
Not-
man, that's
Not
cool.
not like a restaurant, but like go to somebody's house and they're going to barbecue.
I can't think of his channel name. That BBQ guy that's been hanging around lately.
Sleeper.
Yeah, Sleeper.
Sleeper. Yeah, Sleeper's got some buddies down there.
Okay.
And I told him, hook it up. Let's go.
Hey, Austin's going to make the Clash this year. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm planning on still doing it. I haven't bought my tickets yet or registered yet. You know what I mean? Like just in case, but
There's going to be double Austins.
Hey, price tag.
that would be great.
Double Austins. And he's probably about your size too. So you guys will just be like freaking out.
Yeah, no, I feel like I met Austin at at like the first or second Aquashella that I went to. I think it might have been like the first one because I was meeting everybody, but I feel like I shook his hand and was talking to him. And he can tell us whether that's true or not because I also feel like I've met Aquafunk, but I think that Aquafunk and I have had a conversation in one of my dreams. You know what I mean? My dreams are weird. You know what I mean? But like I sometimes have trouble
Was it a dream?
distinguishing.
I
Was
just
it
want to point out, and I'm the one he's calling crazy.
if you're seeing Aquapunk in your dreams, it's because he had that brooding thing freaking going like that.
Right,
Mhm.
exactly. Which is probably why it's so hard for me to tell whether it's true or not. You know what I mean? Because the magic is strong.
And some might say if you're dreaming about aquafunk, that's a bit more of a nightmare than a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like in my memory, like and like I said, like it could be a dream. Like I've had several dreams where I'm at a fish event with everybody, and where like sometimes it's easy to tell that it's a dream because dreamlike things are like happening. You know what I mean? Like things that you're like, well, now looking back on that, like that can't possibly be true. So that must have been a dream. But like this was like there was a crowd, we were having a conversation about some stuff and stuff like that, and like but like none of it seemed out of the ordinary, so that's why I'm having
No.
trouble.
Here.
Always keep a spare set of earbuds on you, and if you meet Aquafunk, stuff one in his ear.
Oh, ho, ho. Especially if it's used.
So you saw the live then, huh, Jeff?
Yeah.
Vertical live.
I think we should all just give him a wet willy whenever we meet him.
Oh
I do
man.
too.
So
I'm trying to remember
price tag is asking, is Dallas the best Aquashella to go to? I've only been to Dallas. Dallas is going to be the only one that is at a space that they've been to before, if I remember correctly, because it's
Yeah.
2 new spots this year.
Yeah.
So I would say Dallas is the most like the others.
Since I'm a greedy bastard, I'm going to tell Joe to come in June to the ACA, the Cichlid Association, because since that's what he's into, and come to San Antonio.
Yeah, I'll be there for that.
Yeah. Dallas is fun. I agree with you, Austin. It's fun.
Flatbed Aquatics says he's going to make it to both. So that'll be awesome.
Yeah, Joe, I'll have to send it to you. I think Vibes is taking us all out like Thursday to go collecting. So we don't have to pay for the collecting. He's just going to rig it up on the private side.
At first, I thought you were going to say that he's going to take you out for food.
Yeah, I don't know if we trust. I don't know that we trust him for that.
he's got some questionable food choices.
Yeah,
Taco Bell dollar
Yeah,
we'll see. We're probably gonna run more with Jorge than Vibes because Jorge's family got some family living there. I'm sure they know some good places.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
for sure.
I can't believe everyone's not pumped for Aquashella, New Jersey. Any excuse.
How am I
Hey
supposed to
man,
do over
I
there?
mean, like, I haven't. I've never been to New Jersey. That would be a reason to go. You know what I mean? Like,
If they were doing Aquashella Wausau, I'd be pumped. Because it's within an hour.
Yeah. I kind of hope this year, since they're moving them around, that's a sign of the times that like next year, maybe there's a Vegas and a Denver or wherever. Just keep moving it around. Not in the same place all the time.
yeah. I hope that too, but I would think that moving it around makes it a little bit more like ratchets up the difficulty level a little bit and stuff like that. And they might be ready to like find a spot that they can go to like Dallas. Like it seems like they've got it worked out with Dallas and like nothing much changes with the contracts and stuff like that, which is why it's still at Dallas. You know what I mean? And I feel like all the other stuff, it was just like contracts and dealing with prices of things and then availability and stuff like that. So, and working with the different spaces. So I feel like
The
they're
only
looking
thing,
for that again.
The only thing I'd say with Dallas is it needs to be the one in the fall,
Winter.
like October,
Yeah.
when it's nice and cool.
I'm telling you, one of the best Halloweens I've ever had was the Halloween
For it.
Aquashella in Dallas.
Yeah. We know why. Because I love your costume.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. It was good to get out there.
It's a classic.
Good to get out there. I don't know what else I was going to say.
So about that funk dream, what exactly was what were you and Funk doing in that dream?
I can't remember what we were arguing about, but there was an argument.
Lisa.
Yeah, no, there was an argument, and like we were pranking people. We were pranking people like you know, the same stuff that always goes on, Curtis, when we're all like standing around together and like nobody's paying attention. Like somebody's putting stickers in Ohio Fish Rescue's hair. Somebody is, you know what I mean? Like just like I don't know. Like it was like junior high. Yeah, junior high, like playground type.
Oh boy.
Yeah, putting signs on each other's
You know what I
back.
mean?
So basically like a typical funk stream.
Yeah.
I mean, similar, yeah. You know what I mean? Like casual, lots of factual information. You know what I mean? Like a little bit of magic. You know.
A little bit of
A lot of
magic.
voodoo.
Yeah, I was going to say magic or voodoo.
Yeah.
What's up, Lori?
I mean, is it magic like the cleaned up, like more socially acceptable form? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we all know what I mean.
They're one and the same.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, speaking
You
of
know what I mean? But
I watched
I'm
the Valley stream and I got left hanging, man. I don't know what's better, a clean tank or a swamp tank. They need to have a part 2 with fucking that guy on there so we can get to the
Oh,
bottom
my
of it.
Lord. Oh, my Lord.
Oh my God. No.
His tank, yo, I need the info here.
You got to go watch that clown. I mean, that guy. Not clown. Yeah, clown.
Same
That
thing.
next Kelly. Gotta schedule a part 2.
hey, they might be saying it as an insult, Funk, but you want to know what? I think you're a nice clown, and that's from one clown to another. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm talking the other guy that was on that live stream because he made a live stream the other day that he was going to recruit all the spouses of all of us so that he could turn us all into these clean tank freaks and get rid of the swamp tanks. It was like, good luck recruiting my wife because she could care less about whatever tank I had in the world.
I don't know, man. Like, my wife might be on board. I think she wants some of these tanks cleaned.
You think? Yours aren't.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
but
doing
they'd have to find her. You know what I mean? Like, she does a good job of not participating. You know what I mean? Like, she's like, nope.
I tell everybody that all the time. There's many times mine's standing right here. And you guys,
Oh yeah.
You guys have never seen her because I'm getting this sign language thing going on. Like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
what the hell
Mine
are you
usually stands
doing?
right over there.
Yeah. What are you doing? How long are you going to be? And you're stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm
I've
used
seen her.
to. Yeah, you better.
Yeah, my wife has no interest in being on camera. Like, none. I got her to hold the camera one time while I videoed something.
I get her.
I
when
think
she's
it was
out
for
on
one of the
kayak.
auctions.
I've seen Jeff's fishing. I've seen your wife fishing. Mike actually had to listen to mine be a smartass in his own house.
Fine.
Yeah.
That's funny.
She wasn't being a smartass to me. So, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, well, this isn't my fight.
It's not your fight.
Hey, she threw it out to me. I threw it right back. So
Yeah. And she loved every minute of it. She was going to steal that cat that's in your fish room.
Well, yeah, she's
a
laying
good
right
fish
here on
room
the
cat
tank.
is hard to come by.
I need some fish room spiders.
Some spiders.
I mean, you want?
Yeah. I want the little jumpers.
I can send you some brown recluse, Jeff.
I got those. We don't have a lot of them, but we got
Got a
some.
bunch of them out in the garage.
I figured if I pick my spider friends, then it won't leave any food for the ones I don't want.
Yeah,
Right.
You get the right ones.
Turns out I'm keeping all my spiders in a box of driftwood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I checked out my box of driftwood like months and months ago, and like spider webs all over the whole thing, and I was like, guess we'll leave them in there then. No need to go in after them.
You're gonna have to set that box out in the driveway and turn the hose on.
Right.
June says she got your candy and it was great. She didn't share with anybody.
Hey June,
Ate
it
every
was
piece.
your Christmas prize. You were the lucky one. You know what I mean? And hey man, you don't have to share if you don't want.
I think I'd pass on that. Jeff, you want to go do his drywall, mudding for his drywall?
Who's?
Flatbed?
Flatbed.
Hell no.
Drywall's hung. Needs mudded.
I don't know about the mud part. Well, I don't mind mudding it. I don't want to sand it.
Yeah, you could
You
have
didn't say anything about sanding. You just said we need somebody to mud it.
for you, and you might be
mud it.
sanding for about a year and a half.
I've gotten better at it. You don't have to sand a whole lot.
I've never done it, so when I do it in here for the areas that I need to do it in, I've got a hole in the ceiling. Got a hole in the ceiling back this way. Oh, and when I put the insulation in, I got holes all along the edge of the wall that I still need to put back. I think I'm just going to go for a natural cave look. You know what I mean? That way it doesn't have to be level. It doesn't have to be smooth. So that's my plan. What do you think, Kane?
Good plan.
Good plan. There you go.
The ceiling.
Yeah. I like June's idea. Just put a picture over it. You'll never see it.
Yeah, on the ceiling.
Yeah. Just put a poster
I
up
suppose
there.
get one of those fish room punk posters and put it up there.
He's making posters.
He's got a print for one. He doesn't know how to ship them, so he's not printing them. But he'll send you a PDF for it to get
Just
printed
gotta,
local.
just gotta send it in those tubes.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, but if you buy those tubes for shipping, I assume you can't buy like 3 dozen at a time. You got to buy like 300, and then they're tubes, so they're not going to fit inside of each other. So then it's going to be like a good amount of space to like store it too.
I don't know. I've never looked.
Anybody have any experience with that?
No.
You can get them from the UPS store. You can just buy one at a time or whatever.
Okay, yeah, buy them as you go. That's probably what I would do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as cheap if you get it from Uline or something, but like Uline, you got to get, like you said, 50 or something. But you're still only talking a few bucks, right?
We got a shipping store here that's called the Mailbox.
Yeah.
And you can just, if you don't, you can ship there, UPS, FedEx, USPS. But if you don't have the stuff to wrap it, you can go in there and they have the tubes and they have bubble wrap. They have everything. They'll wrap it for you for like $10. And
Wow.
whatever container you need.
Well, hell, that ain't bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. And they're professional.
Especially if you got something challenging.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they actually have these things hanging from the ceiling, like when you put the peanuts in, they fill your box and they just pull this thing down and push the button and wow, fill it full of peanuts.
That's so cool.
Yeah. That's why I like using like Shipbo or Pirate Ship, because I just do my own label and take it in there and set it on the counter and walk away. And they don't question you at all compared to the post office.
I don't know, man. The post office questions me, but you know what I mean? It's just like, I just tell them my answer. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, everything's good. Nope, everything's fine.
Yeah, that's what I do. If
They're like, there's a huge fine, and I'm all like, okay, we'll see what happens.
I don't know what to think of that comment.
Ask them how many drinks they need. I'm not babysitting. I even have that rule for my kids. I don't babysit grandkids until they're like 10.
Yeah, mine are only like 20, so I think it'll probably be a few years before they produce any offspring.
Yeah.
I should be in the clear for a while.
I'm good.
My oldest just turned 28, and the youngest just turned 21 recently.
Yeesh.
Granddaughter's going to be 7, I think.
Yeah.
Great granddaughter will be here in April. Or grandson, I should say.
Oh my goodness.
Great-grandson.
Well, that's good, man, because you need some quality. You know what I mean? Like, don't just be accepting any old kid. You got to have great ones.
Yeah.
Don't be going for those sus kids.
Yeah, Mike's middle son, his kids aren't even allowed over. So. Just thinking for
You
one
shut your water off, Jeremy?
What's that?
You shut your water off?
Yeah, before we started.
Oh, good.
Cheater.
I was just thinking for once in my life, I have like a handful of tanks that are just going through moves and rescapes, not being built or whatever, all at the same time. Figure out which one to do first. I'm looking at the one behind me. That's one of the ones on the list. So.
Yeah, you got quite a list going.
Yeah, what's in that one behind you?
African cichlids, Malawi cichlids.
Oh.
They're going in the 750, but the stuff in the 750's got to go to the 4500 first.
Is that the one that you're pulling the sump out of?
I'm going to leave the sump there, but I'm going to add a settling chamber onto the side. I'll redo the plumbing onto that, and then the sump will know. It'll just be nothing but plants that ever turn on. So.
Which one you got the leaking sump on?
Oh, the one behind me. But I disconnected it, so it's just running. You know, I got sick of replacing wet towels every couple of days. So.
Yeah.
There's so many plants in there, and the tank is so well established. It basically doesn't even need a filter. So just got some air stones on this side over here, and a ton of plants. It's been running like that for a month or two now, so it's been fine. I hope we keep some water in the sump because it's got plants in it, so we're just keeping them alive so I can move them over.
Curtis, you okay, man? Vibe said you had the ick, bro.
Yeah,
I think he's got epistylis.
getting better now. So
Good, buddy. Yeah, Vibes was down for a minute. Like I saw him in chat. He was like, "Hey, man, this beer is too much, folks. I'm bowing out. I've got to go." You know,
Yeah.
like in the chat, and I was like, "Oh man, I should call that dude."
Yeah.
Like he didn't have any Tylenol. I was like, "Dude, you want me to run some over to you?" I was like, "I can do that." He brought me shrimp from Florida. You know what I mean? Like, might be able to bring in some freaking Tylenol or some soup or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, no problem.
Yeah. No, I'll be all right. Just need a few more days.
I still have yet to see that dude's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know where it's at. I got his address, but
you guys like close to each other? Like you live close?
Yeah, he lives like what, like 30 minutes away from me. He's in Bastrop, which is like on the other side of the airport from me, basically.
yeah.
Like as far as I have to drive east to get to the airport, that same distance will put me in Bastrop. I find myself in Bastrop all the time. On my way to Houston, I've been out to that Tractor Supply because they actually had something that I needed, and the Tractor Supply that was closer to me was only closer by like 8 miles. You know what I mean? Like, didn't have it. You know what I mean? So
Now who is BP Aquatics? It's my neighbor.
BP, British Petroleum.
Maybe. Lots of oil fields around here. Maybe.
Hold on. I'm Curtis's neighbor. Oh well, that's you problem, buddy.
I have no problem.
That has nothing to do with me, son.
I wish there were some fish people around here besides me. Heck yeah.
Well, I mean, like he could be your neighbor and like be like, you know, like 300 miles away. It's just like, well, he is one of the closest people to me, so.
Right now, Mike's like the closest one to me, so he's like 4.5 hours away.
I don't know. Well, he's got some of those. He's got some of that special guppy line I've got. I sent him some. Well, I sent you females, right, Mike?
You sent him swordtails.
Oh, I sent you swordtails. I thought you had the guppies. I don't know who I sent those
No.
guppies to. Yeah, you've got swordtails. You needed some females, was
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, hey, at least I got the gender right. Well, pretty good.
Right.
BP, you're not hearing kids screaming here all the time. None of my grandkids live here, so
No,
Yeah, you
they're also
sent me
prohibited
five.
from screaming.
You sent me 5 that matched my male perfectly,
Oh, did they? That's
And-
good, man.
and now I got about probably 10 or 20 of them.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's perfect, dude.
I got the swordtails you sent me. I put in with the super reds that I got from Fox and Dublin.
Uh-huh.
So it's basically a giant orange looking tank, which is
Yeah.
pretty. It's
There's
pretty
nothing
cool.
wrong with that. That sounds pretty cool.
Especially like with mine when you got all that green background from all the plants.
They do look really good against the green of all the plants. Like, I will say this, all my tanks are overgrown and very, very green, but any red fish looks awesome in it.
Oh yeah, just pop out.
Flatbed's only 11 hours from Mike or me. Well, you got to be more specific because there's hours between the two of us.
Yeah.
We're on opposite sides of the state.
I'm not logged in, so my logo's not there.
Where did Mikey go? There he is.
Hello. Yeah, man, my logo didn't show up. I'm not logged into StreamYard. If this is, yeah, this is StreamYard. I was like, it all looks the same to me. I wouldn't know whether I was on StreamYard or not, right?
Yeah.
There's less of a chance of my mom watching the stream. Hey, found my cup of coffee, guys.
Outdoors.
Out there nice and cold.
It's my wife's Animal Crossing cup. It says, witches better have my bells, but with a B.
Yeah, BP, there's going to be a lot of other fish going to the 3,000 gallon. More sharks, some rays, and looking at some either snapper or jacks for some top level. Probably snapper.
Okay.
Either one's cool.
Or if I can find the right grouper, there's if I can find a Lautai grouper, I would put him in there. Possibly saddleback. I need bigger ones. My sharks ripped a couple foot-long groupers in half and ate them, so foot-long isn't cutting it.
Michael, Long Family Shoals.
I like Michael.
I do need another tiger Oscar. In fact, I had that pair, male-female, from wild-caught Venezuela, red tigers, and when the female was still alive, the male Oscar was as friendly as could be. That female Oscar died, and ever since then, all he does is just terrorize every other fish, no matter how big or how tough they are. That Oscar girl.
Yeah, no, sometimes you lose your loved one, you know what I mean? Like sometimes, you know what I mean? Like you get real sad and you fail to thrive, you know what I mean? Like other times you're like, everybody's about to have a bad day, you know what I mean? Like he's entered his villain arc, you know what I mean?
He literally just cruises the tank slowly. He goes up to everybody and it just gives them a little mouth when they move. He's just like, yeah, that's what I thought. Just goes to the next guy, you know? He does it to peacock bass. He does it to arrowhead. Everybody.
He doesn't care. Yeah, he's like, "Hey, man, today might be the day. Let's go."
Fortunately, nobody calls him out on it, so it's big enough tank that he takes his time going end to end, so doesn't really stress anybody out.
That's wild, man. Like I don't want any drama in my tanks. You know what I mean? But like. We've all been keeping fish for a while. We all know that there's drama in all the time.
Yeah.
That's funny. I heard that Curtis lies about his nitrate test. Well, I would if I did one in the last 3 or 4 years. I might lie to you.
10 or 15 years.
Well, making up like you checked it. You know what I mean? Like that's still lying.
Like I might have checked it the last few years. I probably haven't checked it 5 years, maybe.
I gotta say, if you keep a fish for so long, you can just look at the tank and you can tell a lot about what's going on, right? Without testing everything. But then sometimes I feel guilty. I'm like, maybe I should test sometimes. But anytime I do, it's always pretty much what I thought it was going to be. So I'm just like,
Yeah, I better test that.
Yeah, I don't.
If there was excess, nitrogen, I'd see it. I can tell from the growth. I'd see what's happening. It's like, but really, you can't have as many plants jammed into a tank, immerse grown plants, and really have that stuff. I mean, just strip it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so many plants and moss in mine that I'm worried about not having enough nitrate, not having too much.
Yeah, I'm kind of concerned about like when I do get in the tanks and like I am pulling out like 2/3 of the plants that are in there. Now the thing is completely overgrown. Like I'm worried about tipping a tank over. You know what I mean? Like, and then like messing it up by like changing that much of it at once.
There was a time when I had the 265. It had a
Mhm.
700-gallon sump, and the sump was just a giant refugium. It's a saltwater tank.
Mhm.
And so I had 265 full of fish with a 700-gallon refugium, and I was also running a protein skimmer. And my nitrates were basically crashing. They were getting below 2 parts per million. I was basically running into the opposite problem. I was going to crash the tank with no nitrates. I had turned the protein skimmer off, and I had to let it dirty up a little bit just to try to keep around 2 parts per million nitrate in there, which is, you need to have that. It's you can't go to zero, and that's just as bad as having. It's actually worse with having too much. So,
Yeah.
Now, what are they running in that 4,400 gallon?
I did test it once because I was after the Fogo bass died out of nowhere, which kind of shook me. I went ahead and just ran through all the tests to see if I could find anything, and it
Right.
was like, I don't know, somewhere between a little darker than 10, not quite 20. So
Okay.
That's a
low.
lot of water.
There's a huge amount of cleanup crew for eating little leftover foods. There's a whole bunch of pleco in there, and also those flagtails. Every time I feed the flagtails, they eat some out of the water column. The rest of the time, they go along the rocks, the wood, and the substrate, and they just mouth it all and just suck up everything they can. Just like also the live bars and the red hooks, they're like little aquatic goats as well. They just go along and hoover up all kinds of stuff off the ground, or stuff falling down from the big guys. That's why with those tanks where they have nothing but, let's say they got like 6 huge peacock bass at arowana, then no little guys. There's no one to clean up all that mess, or from big Oscar or something, So a lot of times they have to run bare bottom and stuff because they can't control the breakdown of all that physical leftover foods and waste. But when you have rock and when you have all the other guys, eating all the leftovers, it goes a long way.
From what I've seen from watching online and stuff like that, most of the time they're taking care of that by having a bunch of flow in there so that then like most of it gets sucked up into the filter.
Yeah, they go super high flow, and then they have like a moving bed filter or something to smash that stuff up and let the bacteria break it down. But I don't want to keep a tank that doesn't have substrate. To me, it just looks like a prison cell or something, or holding tank, or it's very unnatural, right? I have no interest in that.
Aquatic goats. That's got to be Jake.
Yep. Be my guess.
But
I don't know, man. Y'all are sleeping on Katie, man. I think that she probably comes up with some great band names.
Probably.
So, you ever see? I've seen documentaries where they're like recovering. Actually, it was in New Jersey. They had like some sort of manufacturing plant that did chemical stuff, and it pretty much it destroyed a section of a kind of like a small river, large creek kind of thing. And when they went to try to revive it, they did this cleanup, right? They picked up all the trash and garbage and stuff. They did a little bit of other stuff, and then the big thing they did to revitalize that creek, it was big. It was a very big creek, but like let's say like stream, whatever, is they poured in like 100 tons of rock and gravel and stuff in there, and then all of the bacteria that was growing on that, without the pollutants, killing it, rejuvenated that creek, and brought it back. So they did it naturally. Because it had they pumped out a ton of sludge. It had a bunch of sludge built up in it because it wasn't functioning right. Like naturally or biologically, it wasn't functioning right. So they removed the sludge, put the rock back to life.
Basically, they went in and dredged it.
Right?
Yeah. Stop the pollutants. Pick up the obvious trash. It was full of all kinds of trash. Like big trash, like people throw like motorcycles in there, stuff like that. Took all that, dredged out all the sludge, threw down all the gravel and rock, and then let it go, and then 10 years later, it was this thriving, stream again, like it always was at the beginning.
That's awesome, dude.
4'11". I know better than that.
Hey, that's when I'm sitting down.
I mean, he's a pretty tall dude. I mean, like,
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it's whatever.
I don't know, man. All I'm saying is when I was thanking you for following my niece around with me, and helping keep me entertained while we were looking at all the reptiles and everything, you were like, "Hey, man." I was like, "Hey, man, thanks for hanging out, dude." You know what I mean? Like, this is making this really cool. And you're like, "Hey, I was looking for you guys." I was like, that's when I knew that Curtis and I's friendship was going to be solid. I was like, "Oh, this guy likes me. Okay, all right."
Yeah. Yeah, we had quite the great afternoon there. It was fun as hell.
Heck yeah, man. We're going to do it again. I don't know that I'm going to bring a tank this year to Aquashella and give away all of the excess from my fish room. But it was a hit. You know what I mean? Like, there were so many people enjoying it. It went well from what I heard. I just wandered off with my niece, and like, I had Fathom
I got here.
Aquatics like emptying the tank for me. Fathom Aquatics took care of it all. I Huckleberry Finned him. He was painting the fence.
He was painting the fence.
Yeah, you got to watch that guy.
Yeah,
He was whitewashing.
yeah. He's like, "What do you got here?" And I was like, "Oh man, I got a bunch of stuff. We're just giving it away to people." And I was like, "Okay, I'll see you later." I was like, I'm okay if all of this goes away. If all of this goes away today and we don't have anything to give out tomorrow, like, I'm fine with that. And Fallon was like, "All right, bigger portions."
Hey, Pep.
Peplin? Oh,
How's it going, Biblin?
and now Peplin has a nickname. Oh my.
Pepsi.
Pepsi. Freaking Sarah.
Thought it was Frozen Pecker.
That's not the nickname that I heard.
Oh,
Yeah. It's better than the one I heard yesterday. That was the Angry Inch.
oh, that's my buddy Cosmo.
Oh, it's different. Oh Lord.
Need to get him on YouTube at some point in time. Yeah,
Who's
Fallon
that,
watches
Jeff?
my stuff. My buddy Cosmo. He goes by Angry Inch.
He used to
Yeah,
hang
if I
out with
can't-
that ball guy.
He is a bald guy.
Which bald guy? You know what I mean? Like, we've got a bunch of hairy guys, and then we got some bald guys.
Nothing in between.
You got some hairy and bald guys.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a few like in between, but like there's like large groups. You know what I mean? Like, that can be grouped together.
Yeah, actually, my wife came to the last Keystone Clash, and I was introducing her to people. And first it was Rico, and then Whip, and like, yeah, everyone had like long hair. You know, like, and she doesn't know anything about like old bands. So I was like, "Yeah, they were in a band called Led Zeppelin back in the day." And she's like, "Oh,
Oh,
That's funny.
oh, that's great."
Jeff, every time I get an opportunity, I'm showing my wife your fish room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all like, "Oh no, look at it now." She goes, "Okay, yeah, no, I've seen this," and I was like, "Yeah," I was like, "It looks good, right?" She's like, "You're
Fish
so
room
proud of
everybody
this. You're
strives
so
to
proud of
have.
this guy's fish room," and I was like, "I am actually. I'm invested, man." Like, I remember when he was putting the when he was like mudding the walls and stuff, like all the scraping sounds and everything. She was like, "That is actually pretty cool and satisfying. Those sounds are pretty good."
I'm
That
just
was a good
pumped.
stream, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
I
pumped
advertised that all wrong. What's that?
I said, I'm pumped that you agreed to come out to my house for a month in May and help me build that annex. That's going to help a lot for sure.
I could probably use a break from Wisconsin in May.
Right?
Wait, well, he can do all your HVAC for you.
Yeah, actually, that room's going to be its own thing. So it needs all its own everything.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know all
you-
your state laws though. Unfortunately, we're all different still.
Actually, I'll have you look over that Daikin I installed on the other annex down there and make sure I didn't screw it up. I mean, it's been working, but I mean, I was definitely winging it.
Is there a DIY Daikin now?
No.
Oh. Somebody pick it up for you?
No, actually, I just called a wholesale supply place and they sold it to me.
Oh, really? There's
yeah.
a couple of those that'll do that here.
Yeah, it just came freight. I had to go pick it up at BWI Airport, but other than that, it came out of Georgia.
I know we get people that do the Mr. Cools and stuff like that, and then when it breaks, we just tell them, sorry, we can't warranty it. We didn't install it.
Yeah, the Mr. Cool had a really high amperage for the amount of PTUs. Way to understand
Yeah,
that.
it's not an energy efficient unit.
Yeah,
Oh, Katie.
Yeah, that's what I've got over here is a Mr. Cool, and I went above what was needed for this room.
There's a whole lot of talk about my rack in George's stream too.
Well, yeah, you know George.
Well, he wasn't talking about it. It was in the chat.
Do you guys know Joe from Their World Aquatics?
No, I know that the Third World name's familiar.
I know the name.
Yeah, so I've been.
Yeah, I think I'm subscribed.
Yeah, I've been friends with him for a while, and like he knows a lot about building things as well. He's built some crazy stuff, and filter systems and everything. And every time we talk on the phone about the new big build, you know, it just keeps getting more and more elaborate. Because he's like, I was like, he has a lot of good ideas, and we're talking about stuff. And I'm like, damn, you're right. We really could do that. It could happen.
It's easy to have good ideas and spend somebody else's money.
Well, it's
harder.
He plants the damn seeds, and you can't get them out of your head. You know, it's like
yeah.
That. And I'm
I like doing that
like,
too.
yeah. Sometimes I'm like, well, I would do that, Joe, but then there would be this problem. And the next time I talk to him, he goes, I found a solution for that problem. Yeah, we could do that. All right.
Just trying to eliminate your way out.
We always laugh. He's in Ohio, and just like, man, it's a good thing he and I don't live closer together because we would definitely build some crazy stuff.
I talk you into a lot of stuff if we live closer.
Very subtly, you know. Just...
I don't know that it'd be subtle.
Gonna say Jeff Kane subtle.
Well,
I've gotten more and more blunt over the years.
My wife thinks Maryland winters are too cold, so.
Oh, really?
Which is kind of a joke because, I mean, 8 out of 10 years we don't really have a winter. We just happen to have one this year.
See, we really didn't have one this year. I mean, it got cold, but we didn't get much for snow.
I actually had to bust out the tractor and snowplow this year.
It's been.
I didn't think we were going to get one this year.
Yeah, I haven't started the snowboard for 2 seasons.
And then it snowed all the way to the Gulf.
We have this weird stuff. Normally around here, even if it can sometimes snow a lot, but then a day later it'll be like 70 degrees. It just melts, you know. It's like, but this time it snowed and it was super cold for weeks and weeks after that. So it just stayed. You know,
I put the snowblower on the tractor, but barely got to use it.
Yep, I ran mine once.
I had to stop putting it on the garden tractor because it was destroying it. So I
We
just
don't
put it
have
up there
those
and do
down
it.
here. We just fear for our life. That's what we do. We shut the whole town down and fear for our life.
At 50 degrees.
Yeah, all of the milk, eggs, and bread are gone. Everybody's gonna make French toast, apparently.
I could go for some French toast.
I mean,
Yeah, I wouldn't want to touch an Iowa winter like
Oh, God.
at least here we
Been
got
there, done that.
yeah. I mean, the mountains are only maybe 50 miles from my house, so they block a lot of stuff, like the wind and everything coming out. There was a time for work I used to have to go to Denver once a month, and I remember that wind out there. And we had a data center in Wyoming. Going up there, like that wind is insane when you don't have any trees or anything to block it.
Makes it
Like
all
Superior, that stuff's nasty, especially
makes
when
it
it's
all
got
entertaining.
some moisture in it. It's all freezing to the rocks and your face. And
I just remember one time driving up the highway to Wyoming, and on one side of the road, the ground was bare, and on the other side, there was like 5 feet of snow. The wind had just blown it all over. There was like everyone, like one lane was driving in the grass, and the other lane was driving in the like trying to get around this thing. It's freaking nuts.
yeah,
Yeah. I love when my son says, "Hey, guess what the high is here in Iowa?" And I'm like, "I don't know." He's like, -4. And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, you can keep that shit."
right? Yeah, I've
I would have happily taken
never
-4 a couple
experienced
weeks
it,
ago.
so I feel like I feel like anything below like 16, 18, like it's going to be the coldest I've ever been. So like I won't even know. You know what I mean? Like to me, I don't think there'll
Oh,
be any difference. I'm like hanging out
no.
on this is too cold.
You know, at 41 below, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a difference between 20 and 20 below.
Oh yeah.
All right.
That's
I
when
mean,
you
I'll have to
breathe in
take
and
it.
all
I'll have to
your
take your word for it.
every time you breathe in, your
Big
nose hair is
difference.
pretty solid. Then you breathe out and they thaw a little bit.
If you're lucky.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
Oh, I don't know. But Jeremy, I was thinking that I have like trips that I want to make. When I have time. When time isn't an object and money isn't an object, you know what I mean? So like one of these years, I mean, some things have to hit big, you know what I mean? But I feel like I could get a lot of information and knowledge just like I would like by going to like the Atlanta Aquarium or something like that, by like coming out to your place and like hanging out. And then I would actually get to see how you did it and stuff like that. So it'd be more valuable in some ways. So like I think you need to set yourself up as a fish keeping hobbyist destination, right? And then you just have people like come out and like work in your fish room and then you charge them for it.
That might draw
You
too
know what I
much
mean? Like,
attention.
I don't know, man. When I was at the OCA this year, Whip and I went over to Ohio Fish Rescue, and we spent the better part of a day and a half, or like 6-7 hours one day and a few hours the other day.
mhm.
People constantly flowed in and out of there, man. It was nuts.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I don't
Stevie.
know. I mean, this is my house, you know, so I don't know if I can deal with that. I mean, they had like,
Yeah, it's-
they had, I mean, people who are you normally see there, but they're coming and going, doing their stuff. They got all their helpers, and then there was just this flow of community service people doing stuff, and then there was the nurses coming in. I mean, it was just like at any given time, you got 20 people there milling around different places.
yeah, so it's busy.
It's pretty busy, yes. A bit more than I think I could handle. love to have had somebody hanging around when I was moving all that rock into the 3,000 gallon. That was tedious.
I bet.
Or all that stuff you put in the 4,400.
Yeah, that would have been great.
Yeah.
That was nuts, man.
Somebody handing you all those bags of sand while you're on the ladder.
Yeah, and the main thing was that gravel and the rock. Well, the sand too, yeah. That's right. I blocked it out of my memory. I find that's the best way to keep going is just forget the hard stuff and enjoy looking at it. I remember one of the a guy who is always active on my channel. He asked me probably back in September or something. He's like, "You think Predator Bay 3000 will be done by Christmas or something?" And I was like, "Oh man, it'll be done by Thanksgiving for sure." You know, before that, it's like took till February.
Did he ask you about that?
What's that?
Did he ask you about that? Give you a hard time?
He should, because I was
I
definitely
would.
still not really. I mean, it's just not enough that it's started, it's running, right? But it's at the very beginning, you know.
Yeah.
The estuary isn't stocked with rock yet. The mangroves are in a basket; they're not really set up and thrown in. The main tank obviously just has 3 fish. It's gonna have a lot more. So.
I imagine you probably sleep less than I do.
Generally 7 hours each day.
Really? Mine's
That's
like
nice.
3 to 5.
I can't function, but I can function with 6, but not less than that.
It's getting hard to function.
Shoot, I'd do good if I'd get 4.
Yeah, I'm with you, MNC. That's what happens to me. But a lot of mine is just like shift work disorder. You know what I mean? Like being up at night and being asleep during the day, and it's just like, and my body has never wanted to go to bed when it's time to go to bed, and it never wants to wake up when it's time to wake up.
Yeah, mine's
I've
just
always had a problem,
flat out
even as a kid.
Mine's just flat out pain.
Well, pain will keep you up. It won't kill you, but it'll make you want to kill others.
Oh yeah, believe me, I know. I know all too well. Metal detectors like me too.
Curtis secretly has a saltwater tank upstairs. You holding out, Curtis?
Not anymore.
Not that I know of, unless my wife snuck one in.
Curtis has a lot of stuff secretly.
Uh-huh.
I haven't had a saltwater tank for like 10 years.
I don't believe you.
I've thought about it, but I've never done it. Not since.
It's just not upstairs. It's on the other side of the camera where we can't see.
Yeah, you guys are lapping me like a million times over. Like the amount of things that I actually get done in the fish room is very. I mean, like, I might as well say it before somebody says it in a comment section. I mean, like, there's a lot of posing involved in my hobby. You know what I mean?
It is in everybody's hobby.
Yep.
There's a lot of posing. You know what I mean? I'm changing the water out. You know what I mean? And the plants are growing and the fish are breeding, but they're live bears. You know what I mean? So, like, how much skill do I have?
It doesn't take that much
We'll
to breed an egg layer either. Just need
A lot of it depends on who you are too, Mike.
Yeah, I'll say.
water.
I can see people who would take your setup and it would just be a disaster.
Yeah, actually, yeah, exactly.
I could think of a lot of people.
Me too.
I think the trying to keep to.
I mean, here's an example.
Yeah. What's going on, Jake?
Walking. Katie's not Jake. You are.
Katie's not there. Okay, I got to take him down.
He's in there.
Oh, okay, good.
River in there too?
No.
Gets upset we're asking about everybody but him. It's all
I
right,
think
Jake.
he
We
knows better
love
by
you,
now.
brother. We love you.
Hey, Jake, you're my favorite. You know what I mean? But I might be a minority.
It's bedtime.
For who?
For Jake?
Yeah.
No, for the little
Bedtime for
peapod.
Bonzo.
Yep.
Bedtime for Bonzo.
That sounds like probably a show I've never heard of before.
I know the quote, but I don't know where it's from. Anybody want to clue me in?
You're old
I
enough
have no
to
idea.
not to be rude, but you should be old enough to know that.
No, I should. I definitely should be, but it's a gap in my knowledge. Oh yeah, no, 47 over here. I mean, like I'm no spring chicken.
Yeah, you
Well,
are.
not
Mike
far
slept a few
behind you.
times before then too.
Yes, you are.
I only got a year on me.
Tonight in your dreams, Aquafunk will tell you immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a difference
You'll have to
between
Google the trailer.
Yeah. Aquafunk will
80s,
tell you the true meaning
80s
of life.
babies
Here,
and
tonight.
70s babies. There's a difference.
You're
Hey,
one
vibes.
from being an
No
80s
vibes.
baby, so
You're not old enough, vibes.
Yeah, that's my son.
Vibes is your son?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
And
Just
Jimmy
like
P's
another
grandson.
brother from another mother.
And he's
No.
Jimmy P's grandson. Yeah, there you go.
another baby from
Actually, I think he'd be more of Jimmy P's great grandson.
Right. Where's that butthead been?
I mean, doesn't like pieces just fall off of Jimmy and then they like turn into another human? Isn't that how it works?
Like
That's how he's still going.
No, it's like
Like yeah, like a limb falls off, and then like if he waters it and feeds it,
yeah,
And
it'll
then
become.
the original.
Another
Original goes in the
another
ground.
Jimmy.
asexually. Yeah.
They all look like Jimmy. Like so.
What
Wow.
are those flatworms?
Planaria.
People getting their planaria. Cut them and
Yeah.
become two.
Just like that.
Yep. That's a Jimmy P.
Jimmy P. The P stands for planaria.
Jake finally figured him out.
Jimmy Planaria. You heard it here first, folks. You should see a video from Jimmy in like the next 3 days. You know what I mean? It's just like either
Planaria.
reinforcing or denying.
A planaria worm with his face on it.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's an easy Photoshop.
That'd be good. That would be good.
Kind of like your Teletubby one and your fish one.
No, a Teletubby is different. That's a whole new level.
The Teletubby one is disturbing.
It is.
So
Teletubby.
That's the point of it.
Don't
Uh-oh.
ask him to show you. It's disturbing.
Yeah, you have to see our own stream to see it.
Well, there was a short I saw with Teletubbies in it, but it was it was an Indian man as like the son, you know what I mean? Like in the thing, and it's like doing the intro, and he's like, "Oh, yellow bastard." He goes, "Oh yeah, other one," you know.
That's funny.
And like it's been stuck in my head. It's been stuck in my head for like months.
When I used to watch my youngest sister, I got stuck watching that.
Jimmy Page ain't got nothing on. Jimmy Page ain't got nothing on Jimmy Planaria. What vibes? Peach cobbler with vanilla ice cream.
Hey man, he's healing. You know what I mean? He was sick this past week. You know what I mean? He's eating
Yeah.
he's eating cobbler and vanilla ice cream. I think he might be getting better, folks. I think it's over.
Maybe.
Curtis, did you get your peach cobbler and vanilla ice cream in?
No, I haven't.
Hey, at least
When
it's not
Vibes is healing.
peach
You're
cobbler covered
probably
in.
still sick a little bit, right?
At least it's not
Yeah,
peach
maybe
cobbler and
maybe
cottage cheese.
Right. Well,
Vibes
if
is
you're eating it with
yeah.
cottage cheese, the
No,
cottage cheese goes on the bottom.
cottage
Vanilla ice cream
cheese
goes on top.
with vanilla ice cream.
When Vibes is healing, he eats like a pregnant lady.
Hey now.
You were mild, Katie.
Mild Katie. That's actually
Oh boy.
Somebody's sleeping in the garage again.
The
It's cozy out
greenhouse.
here. I've got memory foam pieces
Pieces.
and just snuggle up on them.
Define normal vibes.
Yeah.
That's a normal. It's a relative term.
Yeah, Vibe, I keep telling Vibes, I was like, Vibes, you got to not worry about that, man. Like, you're not normal, and it takes one to know one. So, I mean, like, I'm not normal either. You know what I mean? But it's okay, buddy. Nobody is. That's the big secret.
Hashtag
Oh, but it's a
abnormal
secret.
club.
Actually, I think the ones who are normal are locked up.
Probably.
It takes a lot of effort to be normal all the time. You know what I mean? And like some people are very good at it.
It's a waste of
I
energy.
feel bad. I
about-
feel like that.
Cottage cheese with wasabi, sriracha, everything bagel seasoning, tuna, and green olives.
What is wrong
What
with you?
the?
Pass. Hard pass.
I don't know, man.
It's
Cottage
really
cheese leaves itself like open for like sweets and savory. You know what I mean? It does both.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you can put cottage cheese on oatmeal. Yep.
No. What,
Okay, time to take Jake down.
you just need to scrap all
That's what it
that.
took.
Scrap all that and go get some.
Try so
Katie,
hard.
just because Jake tells you it's good doesn't mean it is.
We're at a tight ship here, Jake. We don't tolerate any cottage cheese nonsense. We got rules here.
Be like
Cottage
talking
cheese,
eggnog.
oatmeal, and almonds with salt.
That's it, Mike.
Gross.
Throw them out.
Yeah.
Now you're going to give vibes all kinds of
Eat
ideas.
that for breakfast every day for like a month and then just get jacked.
You can have that. I'll go have steak and eggs tomorrow. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
Amen, brother.
You can't handle the curds.
steak and eggs.
You can't handle the goods.
What about the whey?
Oh, dude, Way and I do not get along, man. That's when you really find out if you're lactose intolerant. You know what I mean? Like, go ahead and grab some whey protein, yo. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, let me know what
Oh,
happens.
thank
A
you.
healthy 32 ounce of whey. See what happens.
Yeah, it found its way back up.
On his way out. One hole or another.
Yeah.
Or both at the same time.
Yeah, man. There's a norovirus going around Central Texas right now, man. Like,
It's everywhere around here.
yeah, dude, it's bad, man.
It's around here too.
My sister-in-law and brother and the kids all have it, and they're just miserable.
Oh, it's horrible.
Seems like every time we plan something to do on the weekend with them, we can't do it
Mhm.
because they're always sick.
Daycare. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
I don't think he gave up. I think he was trying to reutilize curdled milk. Is what it was. Just didn't want to be wasteful.
It just became that.
Yeah.
That wasn't what he was going for.
No. He just took the curdled milk and
Foxy.
smashed it with a wisp.
Foxy, 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 foxy. Yeah.
How's it going, Foxy?
I like them both, BP. Equal.
Nothing.
Yeah, I still haven't tried saltwater yet. Still figuring out freshwater.
Even
So
I think
Every time we see a fish on video, it's like, ooh, that's beautiful. Or pictures of them. Wow, look at that fish. It's saltwater, isn't it? Yep.
my first tank was freshwater, but my second tank was saltwater. It was probably a couple years later, and I've had both more or less the entire time.
And Jeremy hasn't looked back since.
yeah, it's really not that bad.
Try saltwater someday. One day.
And then if you do a saltwater tank, you have plenty of salt for making brine.
Yes.
I've been on the night shift, Foxy's Fishes. I've been sleeping. I've been lurking. I catch your stream on Friday morning. I haven't been able to catch your Thursday evening stream because that's prime time at my job. So a little hard to follow a live stream at the same time.
You should watch the last one. It was good.
Jacob's spitting facts about. Huh?
Why are we clear? We can't still over there.
You want it over there?
No, we're not shooting.
You can move the camera. You can definitely move it. Oh my gosh.
Sound like an old man.
Just smack him.
I feel like an old man.
Oh my
Yeah, you look like one too.
Katie wants me to share my injuries with you guys.
Oh, yeah, what you
do
got?
Do we want to know?
Yeah.
It wasn't anything to do with me.
Ow.
See if you.
This time.
Rectal fissure.
Very
I didn't
close.
do anything.
What'd you do, Jake?
A lot
got
of
old.
people may know that you should not move heavy things with the inside of your foot, like kicking. Oh, I tried it. That hurt, just like mimicking the motion. You take something big and heavy and you try to scoot it across the floor with your foot.
Stop.
And yeah, I strained myself.
$5.
People may think it's a groin muscle or
$5 if you stomp on that foot, Katie. $5.
I'll match that.
I'll give you $10 not to do it.
It's
We'll
not
double
the
it.
foot that's hurt.
No, the hip flexor, maybe if you want to call that
Yeah.
area where your upper leg meets your hip joint.
Pelvis.
Yeah, pelvis.
Yeah, I got something like that going on with my shoulder. My left shoulder, and I can't figure it out. I think it's when I grab my backpack from the passenger seat and pull it over to get out of the car.
Yeah.
I think that might be where it's coming from, but like I keep adjusting different things in like my daily life, trying to figure out like why the shoulder is trying to freeze up on me.
Come on,
Said
Brian.
I sprained my
Come on,
tape.
Brian. I'm trying to.
What do you do?
He sprained his taint.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we're all adults. We're all adults here, and you know, it happens. You know what I mean?
It's
Like
higher than
I've done it.
I say
it
no
could happen to
because
you.
is higher than the taint.
Oh boy.
There's nothing higher than the taint.
What?
Sorry, Jake. I'm a nurse. Truth.
There are things that are higher than the taint.
Nope.
Burton said it's nothing to be ashamed of.
Especially at Jake's age.
Right, exactly.
Hey, I've done it in my younger years. It's not pretty.
No, I
No.
mean like as you get older, it gets less less flexible, and then like I've heard it can detach. Oh wait, that's eyes. That's eyes. That's macular degeneration. That's my bad. My bad. That doesn't actually have anything to do with that. Never mind.
Detachable.
Got a lot of knowledge up here, folks. A lot of knowledge.
Let's stick with the detached part.
It's detachable.
BP Aquatics, I would nurse the shit out of you. You should be scared.
Sprained his front tail. Oh my god.
Yeah, I worry.
No, but
That's how they heal people there. They say you either get healed or Butyl Gloss will take your body home with them after work.
Right?
People are like, I feel good. I feel great. I'm out of here.
See ya.
Yeah, I know. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised at how many places I don't actually have to show up at. It all works itself out before I have to go over there.
yeah, they're fine.
Turns
now.
out we won't be needing you today, Mike. And I was like, well, another job well done. Must have done so good over there last time I was there that I don't have to go back.
Yeah.
Luckily, he did it this Friday, and he had 2 days to kind of simmer and get used to what's going on.
Mm.
But yeah, I noticed just simple things with lifting river and sitting down and
No, I can't sit down too long because then, like,
Did you get a donut
you ever
yet?
have those kind of pains or injuries where if you sat still too long, it made it worse?
Go get a
You need a
donut.
donut, Jake.
Hemorrhoids usually act that way.
Oh, it gets stiff.
Hemorrhoids?
Yeah.
Go get a donut, Jake.
Go get it
At
too.
Walmart.
No, it's on the front. It's
Not a
on.
jelly donut either.
Get a donut, Jake.
You can get them both.
You can fill those donuts with whatever you want. Just saying.
cheese.
Yeah.
No. That's cheese donut though.
Ew.
What? I don't think it can be done. You got what they fill them after they're baked, right?
Yes.
You have to have a big syringe needle to get the curds in there. Otherwise, it'd just be weight filled.
It'd be an injector.
Weight filled donut.
Oh, I'm not touching them.
Be extra squishy.
Well, I'm in pain, people. Come on. Feel bad for me.
Get a donut.
On top of that, it was like moving dusty boxes, file boxes, and they were covered in dust. So I slept for like 2 days straight, which doesn't help the pain that I sprained myself.
Yeah. You know, when you get up in the morning, bud, before you get moving around, you can take some Advil to like ahead of time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that might help with the level of pain like later on. Getting in front of it is better than taking
Waiting.
Advil like after you've been moving around for a couple hours and you're in a lot of pain. You know what I mean? Like it, It might behoove you just till this gets a little bit better to like take NSAID before you get moving for the day, especially on days when you're going to move around a lot.
I don't move much anymore with my new job. Pretty much sitting on my ass.
That's how I do it. It's pretty nice.
Naproxen.
Yeah.
Anti-inflammatories.
Yeah.
Beer.
I mean,
beer?
it's not good to take both of those at the same time. It's a little hard on your kidney,
Yeah.
but you know.
They frown on beer during the work hours too. But
Hey, man! Don't let them tell you how to use your talents. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not a corporate.
if you're not a good fit for the job, you're not a good fit for the job. You know what I mean? But like,
That's why they make those Stanley cups, the stainless steel Stanley
Yeah.
cups. Nobody knows what's in it.
yeah, you just start alive, and you're like, I just got fired, and they're like, dude, you're not fired. Like, we just told you can't drink beer at work. It's the same thing.
Hey,
It's the same thing.
same thing.
I mean, honestly, though, drinking beer during work is ridiculous. That's why they have whiskey.
Irish coffee.
You're looking at chat up there.
Yeah.
Just keep drinking. Stan said I should just keep drinking, so I'll probably take that advice.
Pour rum.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Ooh.
Man, I've been wanting to hang out with all you guys for a long time, and I have not met MNC, Jeff Kane, or Hagen Hill in person yet.
No. Someday.
But I would like to. Yeah, I would like to. You know what I mean? When that comes together naturally, I'm excited. Is what I'm saying. Like I'm.
For
That's
sure.
what you say
Well,
now.
The only one I've
I'll
met's
wait till
Curtis.
after.
Wait till I'm giving you a hug. I kind of give off a little tiny squeaker fart. Like,
Not with me, buddy.
wasn't
Not
me.
once you get in these
Wasn't
bare
me,
arms.
bro. I whisper that in your ear. I'm like, wasn't me.
It'll be bigger than that when he squeezes you.
Well,
You
don't
have to
hug
change
so
your
hard
drawers
after I
after.
just ate chili. Not my fault.
Jake will have to change his drawers after that one. He'll be looking at River. Can I borrow a diaper?
Yeah. So just be like, yeah, I know the feeling, Dad.
Actually, she'd be more looking at you like, you too?
Yeah. Probably give me a high five.
It was almost 80 degrees here today.
It was close to 70 here.
What did we hit?
40 something. 42?
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I think I hit 38.
I got to do a bunch of freaking yard work in the morning. I still
Yeah,
haven't mowed
June,
my
like-
yard from August.
They make grown up diapers. They sponsor Jimmy P.
I was gonna say we got Jimmy P for that.
They do. I worked at a high end nursing home for that's where I cut my teeth in the healthcare field, and because everything has to be a certain way, it was kind of hoity-toity. We called them briefs instead of a diaper, because diapers are for babies.
Yeah, it's
What was hilarious was I worked in a memory unit. So a lot of these guys, if they worked in like law offices and stuff like that, you'd start talking about briefs and they would just go off, man. Like talking about Like they'd be back at work and they'd be like talking about like cases and stuff. Found out a lot of interesting things, man.
Pretzels dipped in cream cheese spread. Weren't you just eating something else before that, though, Vibes?
Yeah, he was having cobbler and ice
These
cream.
were worse than mine when I was pregnant. Vibes.
Vibes is
Told ya.
pregnant.
And you yelled at me for it.
I haven't seen Vibes in a long time. I don't know what he's been up to.
Eating like a pregnant lady.
Eating. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
BP, you got to redirect those donuts over to Vibe's house, man. He needs them. He's got a sugar deficiency.
Yeah, dude, he's
Probably
got a
use one to sit
freaking
on.
donut emergency.
That dude's got a tape for him. Come on, just say it.
If you got excess food, just send it to Vibes. It's kind of like putting duckweed in your goldfish tank. It's like something to get rid of.
For Vibes.
I got to give Vibes over to Moreno Barbecue over here, man. That way he'll know where to eat at.
Yeah, go to the strong man. Huh?
I want a burger.
Well, we already know where to get the best burger at.
Yes.
Moreno Barbecue has smoked burgers.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Do they got jalapenos on them and bacon?
I think those are options that you can pick. Yes.
Hell yeah, I'm in.
So you like it hot and salty, Curtis?
I do.
Yeah, he loves it salty.
Yeah, I worked at a pizza place for like a few years, and eating pizza every day. I got it figured out, and it is breakfast bacon, pineapple, and jalapenos. It's
Ooh.
like the trifecta of salty, sweet, sour. Like it's all the flavors are there.
Like regular bacon, breakfast bacon.
Yeah, regular bacon.
That sounds really good.
Jalapeno.
Oh, it's super tasty.
You got the acid with the sweet and the salty. It's like a perfect balance.
Trifecta.
Regular tomato sauce. Like a
Yep.
blended cheese.
Just whatever cheese they're putting on the pizza. If they're using a blend, then
Mozzarella,
that's
or
what.
is it blended like with?
I believe it's just mozzarella at the Jets Pizza that I go to. But when I first moved in and ordered it over here, this blonde kid couldn't have. Maybe he was 21. Maybe, I don't know. But he came to my door and delivered the pizza. He goes, "Man, you got everybody real stirred up over there at the pizza shop." And it was a blonde kid with dreads. And I was like, "What are you talking about, man?" He goes, "Dude, your topping choices." He was like, "Half of the crew thinks you're fucking insane. Half of the crew thinks you're a genius." You know what I mean? I was like,
Yeah.
"Well, you're just gonna have to try it out." He goes, "Man, I hope there's some left. There was one in the oven when I came to deliver this to you." You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna figure it out. Like,
Yeah. I made a lot of pizzas at a job I worked at. And for our local rural area, it was like one person making 20 to 30 pizzas a night by themselves. And I enjoyed it. I thought of it as an art form.
yeah, it was kind of like the sandwich artist for what Subway did a whole campaign for a while with the sandwich artist.
Right.
In a way, it is an art form.
Well, you make the pizza. You don't want, it has to be cooked for so long You don't want it to be overly sloppy, so you pull out a piece and the dough is still doughy and floppy, but you don't want it like a cardboard disc either. So, and you don't want the toppings to spill over the side. So you got to work with that. And yeah, I made a lot of pizzas, and I think I liked green olives, Canadian bacon,
Okay.
a little bit of pineapple.
I'm telling you, man, that salty sweet combination. Where it's at, and I know that pineapple is very controversial
Oh yeah,
in the hobby here. You know what I mean? Like lots of people.
what are they called? Like Hawaiian pizzas.
Hmm.
In Hawaii, are they just called pizza?
I mean, I think so.
Probably.
Some people call it bad
They
pizza.
got a place here that makes what they call a junkyard pizza.
What's on the junkyard?
Everything.
Nice.
That's how I like it.
It's like a Supreme, but with everything else. Everything you can put on a pizza.
There's a place here that makes the cheeseburger pizza.
Yeah, we got one of them too.
Everything you put on a cheeseburger, onions, lettuce, tomato, everything is on there.
We got a place in town here, they call it the Caboose. And it's only because we're like a train. Our town was started on train tracks. So
Okay.
the high school's team name is the Rails.
The Railers.
It's all about the rails. It's all about trains. So they call it the
definitely the Railers.
Caboose. The Caboose pizza is basically a Big Mac pizza. They use Thousand Island and pickles and tastes like a Big Mac on a pizza.
I've had a couple of taco pizzas like that where
Ooh.
it was all the stuff that would be on taco.
Yeah.
You guys have
So they're
any,
throwing shredded lettuce and tomatoes on the top of it after it comes out.
What about Alfredo, chicken Alfredo pizza? You guys like that? With the white sauce?
I have had some really good white sauce pizzas. I've had some really bad ones too, but when the sauce is good, yeah, man, I'm into that.
you guys got any Greek pizzerias out your way?
No.
Yeah, Austin, we got a place that does like a pulled pork pizza.
We got Pizza Hut.
There's a bar downtown that did that, and they had a balsamic reduction that they just like put all over the top of it after it comes out, and man, that was good.
Yeah, they do that here too.
The south side of Baltimore by the port, they got a lot of Greek community. There's Greek pizza with like, it's kind of like a white pizza light sauce. It's got like kind of like ground lamb and olives and some other stuff on it, some peppers and everything.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
I haven't tried that. I think that I've been to a Greek place and I've had something that was like pizza, but they were calling it like a flatbread or something like that, but they weren't calling it pizza. But I mean, like, I think that's the closest that I've had.
Was it cooked? Like toasted, the whole thing?
Yeah. It basically like a pizza. It was like it was more of an oval shape than a round. You know what I mean? So it was long. Those goldfish are looking good, Jake.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have to take them out of here, though.
You need to dig an in-ground pond and leave them outside.
Yeah. Just needs to be like 10 feet deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little
18 foot
cold.
deep.
Or 15.
It gets a little cold.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as they don't freeze solid, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine
Ice
will
can get to be about 6 feet thick up here.
Mine will freeze solid, but you can see where the water runs in through the filter. It's still running through the ice. Mine's 3 foot.
Our frost line's 6 foot.
Yeah, you're a little bit north of me.
Ooh, just a smidge.
A little bit.
I finished water changes on 40 10-gallon tanks at 50 to 75%.
What's your elevation,
Started
Curtis?
till now.
What?
What's your elevation where you live?
Hell, I have no idea. I'll have to look.
I don't either.
I think we're around 1,300.
Not very much.
I don't know. I don't know what mine is. I mean, 3,
Did you say 3?
3, like 3 feet above sea level. Like, I don't know.
Are you actually in Austin?
Yeah, I'm in Austin.
Yeah, you're probably
6 feet under.
100, 150 feet above sea level in Austin.
Okay.
I am 2,800 feet above sea level.
My
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah, that's high, man.
Well, I'm like a few
You're
hours.
too high to be on the stream, Curtis.
I know. I'm like
Are we all?
3 or 4 hours from the Rocky Mountains. So
Yeah.
I don't know what Mike says.
I could drive 10 miles and be at like sea level.
Yeah.
Actually, New Local, he could probably go about 30 miles and be at sea level. South San Antonio, that's right there, barely above.
Yeah. Towards Del Valley, towards our airport and stuff like that, we had a bunch of records when they, temperature-wise, when they moved it from there used to be a Mueller Airport, and then they moved it to Del Valley, and it's actually a lower elevation over there, and because of that, we were getting more low temperatures that were out of the ordinary. But it's just because they moved where they were measuring from, and they said that the elevation was different. So I don't think it wouldn't take me long to get to sea level here.
Yeah, the fun thing is when you bring somebody from like dry, cold, like west, like Colorado type area or Kansas kind of thing, you bring them to the East Coast, you get those days where it's like 80% humidity, but also like 25 degrees. That cold just like penetrates your bones, you know? It doesn't matter what you're wearing, it just
Yeah, it creeps in there, you know?
Yeah, it creeps in, man. You can't block it.
And
I think it was like 90% humidity today here.
And it works both ways. When you come over here and you're at 2,800 with 0 humidity, but it's negative 25. It's 2 completely different kinds of cold. Yours is going to the bone. Ours is just taking your breath away.
Yeah,
right. It's just sucking all the moisture out of your skin.
Yeah, you're just like
just aging.
Yeah, then you get the summer where you walk outside and it's like trying to breathe underwater.
Yeah.
That's how it was growing up in Houston. Yep.
Because the humidity's so damn high.
Yeah, one time working in Denver, it like woke up from the hotel room, looked outside, there was like 6-7 inches of snow. Got in the shower, got ready to go to work, and it had evaporated. It just
it was gone.
Yeah, it was pretty much just gone, you know. It's so dry there that the snow just literally like evaporated. Crazy.
Yeah.
We got 50% humidity in our fish room right now. Just because it was warm today.
I don't have any lids on my tanks. I can only imagine.
I don't have lids on 3 of mine.
All of mine are topless, and I still run between usually like 30-35%
You run a dehumidifier, Jeff?
constantly. That's why it's 85 degrees in there.
Yeah.
Mm.
My dehumidifier's running right now.
We only have to run ours when it's warm outside. It's generally get like 70 to 80 plus percent humidity in here.
It's 74 in here, 39% humidity.
I gave up on dehumidifiers and I just run my mini splits 24/7 on eco mode, just air exchange. 45% humidity and 70, 77, 79 degrees.
My my mini split has a dehumidifier mode on it. I haven't messed with it much.
Yeah, what do you call it? The efficiency numbers on dehumidifiers are very low. The mini splits is much higher. It's cheaper just to let them run.
Yeah. Steven was wanting to know how long we go before you need to top off.
It depends. In the wintertime,
Technically, if we do it like we should, it should be a week to 2 weeks, depending on the tanks.
Depends how long we let it go down before we top it off.
Yeah, if I'm doing weekly water changes, I don't have
tanks
to.
are worse.
Yeah, I'd say mine after a week or 2 weeks, it's definitely like 10%.
Mine's after.
It's
mine's
approaching 10%.
7 to 10 days on mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had the same. Depends on the tank, like 7 to 10 days.
Summertime's a different story.
Summertime, the tanks never really deplete much. It gets so humid, but that's before we got a dehumidifier because we were dealing with mold and stuff out here. Really
Yeah,
bad.
were you getting like sweat on the walls and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the walls and the windows have got window damage because of it. So we bought a dehumidifier and only had to use it for about a month before the cooler temperatures came in. And once the furnace kicks on in here, it takes care of itself.
Yeah. You just run that air through fire and look at that. The humidity's gone.
Yep. In the summer, it's different though. It can get, I think it was almost in the 90 percentile for humidity last summer. That's way too humid. Didn't have lids on, plus it's just warm. It's humid anyways in Wisconsin in the summertime, so it's.
Oh, it gets humid here.
What New Local just said is pretty much what I'm doing for the new thing I'm building with the 12,000 open top is just a natural gas blue flame heater for wintertime. And then for the summertime, just air exchange, just constantly pulling air. I have a fan on the wall that'll just exchange air from outside to in, just 24/7.
Sarah just flooded.
Oh no.
Our thoughts and prayers go out to Sarah the Great this evening. She has overflowed a tank.
Damn.
I wish I didn't know what that was like, but
See you, vibes.
Bye, vibes.
Bye, vibes. Get some sleep, buddy.
Now that your tummy's full,
Yeah.
unless you wake up for a midnight snack.
Yeah, he'll be hungry again in a couple hours.
What about
More like about 20 minutes.
he's a foodie for sure.
20 minutes will be in the fridge.
You can't do that forever, vibes. You're gonna get older. You're gonna start having problems. You're gonna be like, dude, man, I can't eat right before bed anymore.
Just the lucid dreams that come about doing that.
Yeah, he'll be dreaming about funk next.
I'm telling you, no, because I asked Funk on one of his live streams. I was like, dude, have we met before? Because I feel like had a conversation with you. We were like at an Aquashella or something, and he was like, "No, man, we haven't met." And I was like, "Man," I was like, "I have really weird dreams." You know what I mean? I just left it at that. You know, like, I don't know, buddy.
I know the dream thing.
Vibes has a mini fridge nightstand.
I believe that.
Yeah, you know that's
Air
true. You know what I
fryer on
mean?
top.
Like, freaking vibes.
And one underneath the tank, and one next to his recliner.
It's been a while since I've seen you on that side of the fish room, Jeff. It's always the other side.
It matches
Silent.
up.
No audio, Jeff.
I'm muted.
There you
This side is 10s and 75s. The other side was all 10s, and then 3D printers in the corner. I was making fun of Vibes, and he never even heard it.
Dang it.
Oh man.
Right?
Yeah, I know. I hate that. I do that all
Do
the
it
time.
again.
Man,
He's
I'm
still
the
here.
only I'm the only person on my show. You know what I mean? So like, it really impacts the stream.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's still here,
Try to
though,
let you
Jeff.
know.
He's still there.
Yeah, but now I don't remember what it was. It's an old people memory.
Say what?
Yeah.
Remember at the Clash, New Locum got there late, you know, one night, like Wednesday night or whatever, and he's in his room and he's doing a live stream. And I came up on my phone and I was like, I got to find where his room is. I'm walking down the hallways trying to see if I can hear him inside. So, mess with him, but never found him.
That's awesome.
Too many levels, man. 6 levels, too much.
Such
So
a trip.
This little Hager pumps helped a lot. I can get water changes done way faster now.
Yeah.
At least you got something from Hager that works.
Well, we'll see how long it lasts for, but the theory
Right.
sound on it. And I think I can.
That light I got from him's already quit.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Those goofy Hager lights I have, like I had all the problems with, and I just finally gave up and let them go 24 mode.
Jeff stole our idea.
One of them, I want them all red light. One of them switches to blue light at night, even though it's set on red, like set to red, just like the other ones.
I
Yeah.
know a lot of other people had the idea, but we had it switch.
What idea?
What idea, he said.
The pump.
Oh, the pump. Yeah, I think you guys did a review on it a while back, didn't you?
Yeah, and you stole it. You know, a lot of
Oh.
people did it before us, but we did it before you. So.
Oh,
we're
you mean
angry.
like what the
What's
hell's
Oh,
his
okay.
name?
E stuff? Do you have a mouse in your pocket? Jesus.
What the hell is his name? I can't remember the kid's name. He's a newer channel.
Larry?
No, he said I stole his idea about putting outlets up high. I told him this wasn't the first fish room I ever built.
I think
Yeah, I
he's
wouldn't say it.
one.
I've been using a pump for like 10 years.
The difference
intended-
between not using a pump and using a pump, the first time that you use that Hager pump, if you get through your all the water changes in your fish room and it's still working, I consider it a win. You know what I mean? Like at
Wasn't that expensive?
any point after that, you know what I mean? Like you're getting good use out of the equipment.
I have a fluval
I think I spent
wave maker thing.
$50 on mine.
Yeah, somewhere like 30 to 50. Got
That
that U-shaped
fluval
bend in
wave
it.
maker, if you plug it in the wrong way, it'll stop the water instead of blow the water.
Oh no, she's gone from suck to blow.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's going from suck
Yeah,
to
I bought-
blow.
I bought like 4 of these.
Dear God.
So they're just
Sign
a
pumps.
DC pump.
Never knows.
Yeah.
Baseballs.
It's 20 watts and it does 660 gallons per hour. And the head height, which is true, is 8 feet. So it can actually push the water up.
pretty
That's
good.
a pretty good pump then.
I was using power heads before this,
My favorite
but
thing
they were
with
the co-op
Higer,
ones, so I kept burning them out.
Okay.
I love when Higer sends you the email that says, "Hello, creator. We love your content. We'd like you to represent our 3-watt nano aquarium light or nano filter." I'm like, "You like my content?"
Yeah.
It's like, like what? What do I do with these things? You know?
Yeah, have you seen my content? Nano.
We never
Uh,
got those.
I like when they send you the Amazon link. Buy this.
Yeah.
Buy
We'll
this.
give you a 5% commission on sales to our 3-watt nano light.
It's like every time I see that, buy this. I'm like, yeah, you can suck this.
Part of me wants to respond to be like, "Great, I'd like to put those in my aquarium. Can you send me 1,400 of them, please?"
Yeah, do it. Send them a picture of the 4,500 gallon with measurements,
Yeah, just like
and ask them what you need for lighting.
1,000
showcase
of
their
these
stuff.
things just hanging from the ceiling.
What would you recommend, Higer?
Do it.
Yeah, Higer hasn't sent me anything yet.
They sent me one of their underwater lights. It's already gone out.
Yeah.
Reach out to them. I mean, they'll send you shit. They'll send anyone shit. I mean, doesn't matter.
You have to be able to find you to send it to you.
What was on here?
Batman? I see a bunch of stuff that suits.
Wow.
So
Higer heaters good.
I have a Hager heater I like.
I'm surprised we haven't gotten anything asking, "Hey, will you demo or do this or do that?"
Well, they wanted me to do it after I use it for a while. I'm going to do it right as I get it. I'll be doing it.
Well, they find that it's better if you do the review before it breaks. You know what I mean? So they need you to.
They won't send us anything when Katie's last name is HHE.
Well,
We got Hagen was Hagen, but you got Hagen in the last name. We just assume you're Fluval. We won't get anything.
They think you sold your original company to Fluval.
Did you hear him?
No, I didn't hear him.
this episode was brought to you by Fritz Complete. It's not Seachem.
That's all I use.
Sorry, MNC. I probably should have asked you about that before I did it. Oh, my bad. That was
You're
rude.
good, Mike. No, you're good, Mike. That's all I
You're
use.
banned.
Is Fritz. I don't use CCAM anything.
Man, I'll use whatever I can get my hands on because if I run out and I don't have time to wait for it to come to me, if I go to any aquarium store, I have yet to see Fritz in an aquarium store, and apparently it's made here in Texas. Like, but I have yet to see it. Like,
Brought to you by
Mine carries Fritz, but they don't carry CCAM.
so it's like a Coke or Pepsi thing. Like they're like, oh, you're gonna sell that product? Well, then you can't have our product.
But
You know
if
what
you
I mean? And they're like,
go to one,
you can have
go
our
to one
product, but
30
you gotta
minutes
stop
away.
selling the other ones.
You go to the one 30 minutes away, they carry all CCAM and no Fritz.
So it's like cable internet and stuff like that. It's just like,
Pretty
yeah,
much.
man. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, your choices are Spectrum or Spectrum. Like, okay.
Our local pet store carries heavy, what is it, Omega?
Yeah.
Omega 1 and Akari. A little bit of Fluval stuff, but mostly Omega 1 and Akari. And fish foods. And then as far as filters go, it's Marine Land, a little bit of Fluval stuff. But, you know, you live up here in northwest Wisconsin and just use what you can get. You'd be lucky.
Right.
See, that's like my LFS. They won't carry anything fluval. Nothing. They will not carry it.
My special orders lights.
He won't even do
Yeah.
that.
They
Sponsored
can't
by
afford to
Aquarium.
stock them.
He carries a lot of marine land and sea, and he'll carry sea chem filters, but that's about it.
There's a lot of Seachem chemicals that they have there. A few, I guess, like Prime
They
and
need,
Clarity and things like that. But
Not
Hey,
many.
I
Jump
asked
in
him.
core
I
and
asked him why he
get them to sponsor.
why he didn't carry the fluval, and he said, "Well, we used to sell the aqua clears, but we had so many of them coming back because they were burned up
Mm.
that I had to warranty them, and I got tired of dealing with it."
I don't blame them. We would
they have
change
Aqua
course
Clears
brands
here.
if we thought there was a better one.
Aqua Clears here are like $20 more, and you can buy them online. $20 to $30 more.
Yeah, your local fish shop is like I think it's like the equivalent of like if you're into like comic books and board games and stuff like that. Like if you're going to sport your local comic book shop, you're going to pay 20% more than, but you're paying more money, but you're like supporting like your like local guys. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
I'd like to know how local our local people are, though. If they're just a corporately owned box store, then really the manager or whoever. I don't think it's a franchise. So I don't think there's a local person that actually owns it. I think they just run it.
It's franchise.
So basically, you got another
Remember we looked it up.
PetSmart or
and it's a
Petco.
franchise.
It is a franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Like,
it's who's it
So
really?
wholly owned subsidiary of Hagen Enterprises.
oh, it's like that with almost everything. Like I went to an Ace hardware store. I was looking for a particular trash can for my mother. She needed a new trash can that goes out by the curb. And
first
I was
mistake you
I
made
was
is
having
going to
trouble
Ace.
finding.
What happened?
What'd you say, Katie?
The first mistake you did was going to Ace. Sorry.
Right.
Show me a test.
So I was talking to the lady at Ace, and
Hardware
they're part of a company, and then that company is part of a bigger company, and like none of it was Ace. Like Ace like went out
Not
a long time
anymore.
ago. Ace is still the name on the sign outside, but it's like it's crazy.
Well, Ace was cool back in the day. I mean, they warranted their stuff lifetime. I mean, they used to supply to other people. Like when I worked at a gas station, there was a feed mill, and also had a hardware store in the back, and all of our tools back in the day were Ace. It had Ace branding and it was all lifetime warranty. Now Ace sells Craftsman, and Craftsman stuff is not Craftsman anymore.
Not anymore.
Craftsman?
Not no more.
Oh, it's Craftsman now.
Craftsman.
Craftsman.
I think DeWalt might have bought them out.
With Craftsman? No.
Somebody
I
bought
never had good
somebody
luck
out.
with the wall team.
For
I just
ratchets and stuff.
Yeah. Somebody bought somebody out is what I heard before I left the hardware store when I had River. And it's just not the same.
Like, you used to only be
Craftsman
able to
ain't been the
buy
same in
Craftsman
years.
at like Sears. Now you can buy them at Ace Hardware.
That's because Sears doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
At least not here.
Craftsman is owned by Black and Decker.
Thank you.
And Black and Decker is owned by DeWalt, or DeWalt is owned by Black and Decker.
That's
One of the two.
Not sure.
I don't know who the parent company is, but
It's above
Black
my
and
pay
Decker and DeWalt are one and the same.
Working on water changes,
So-
Shannon.
Must be why
So-
most of my tools are.
No,
I
it's
should
the other
just
way.
pick the color I want. It's all made by the
pretty
same
much.
place.
It's the other way around.
The color. Go by the price point.
Yeah, unless you're buying Snap-on.
Discount.
That's why you go Milwaukee, which is Algonquin for the good land.
Black and
You're
Decker.
all-
Black and Decker bought DeWalt,
Oh, really?
so they
Didn't know
own
that.
DeWalt and Craftsman.
Unless you get up there into like Snap-on, Cornwall, Mac. Yeah, it's all pretty much the same.
Snap-on's not
Let's
so
see
good
who-
anymore.
Who owns Milwaukee?
Not like they used to be, but I've got tools from the 60s that I've still warranted.
Oh yeah. Well, you see, that's your mistake though, is getting them warranted, because then you get into that crappy generation. Better off just fixing it.
Milwaukee is a Hong Kong tool.
Hong Kong.
They're owned by Tektronix Industry out of Hong Kong.
Nice.
I've got a few Hilti things. Yeah, they are very pricey.
My goodness.
Hong Kong.
All right. Who owns Hilti?
Look who wants to get fed.
When did they not want fed?
Hilti is still owned by Martin Hilti. Okay.
What did you do?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I can imagine this answer.
Should be good.
Both use Snap-on tools.
Yeah.
Snap-on or strap-on, something like that.
Probably both.
Strap on in the back of their van.
Hey, with a little bit of duct tape, everything strap on.
Duct tape and super glue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't believe me, just ask Branton.
I ain't seen that guy for a few days.
Well,
Did
he's
him
sleeping
and Kyle
or
go
working?
He was on the live stream last night with Kyle, but I was wondering if they went to Quad City or this weekend or not. I think they
Oh
had a-
yeah, a lot of people were talking about it.
I think they had a swap to go to this weekend.
Him and Kyle were
Awesome.
on, I think,
Hopefully
last
we'll
night
see.
or Friday.
Hopefully we'll see some footage.
Last night.
Where did I see?
Well,
I saw a
guys-
live stream where Rob's from Fish
That was
Guy-
last night. That was on Outside in Aquatics.
He went. Well, he went down to Quad City and bought a bunch of stuff for a store.
Yep. Or I think he was on.
It was a couple days ago.
Boss Aquatics did a video about it.
Oh, I remember that video or that stream. Yeah, I could have swore it was one of Kyle's streams.
No, it was somebody
Yeah.
else.
Oh my god.
Stephen P. saying Bentley.
Bentley? Okay.
Yeah, Bentley's stream on Tuesday. Yeah.
That's it. I know I
Yeah,
watched
so
it.
see where Bentley's not going to be around for a while, too.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, he might be.
Potentially.
Yeah, potentially. And I mean, like, hey, man, best to get in front of it. You know what I mean? That way people kind of know what's up. You know what I mean? Like, and people who don't know and they're like, hey, man, what's up with Bentley? They'll be like, no, man, everything's cool. You know what I mean? But he's got family stuff that he's dealing with. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
He touched the span of the modern world. I don't know if that helps or not.
yeah.
Here.
Yeah, I just don't want anybody to ever, like, worry. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
that's the whole thing. I mean, like, you can be here when you can be here. When you can't, that's all right. You know what I mean? But like the community's here when you need us. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, at least he gave us a. Yeah, he was smart enough to give us a heads up.
yeah, I think that's smart. But he's all
When's,
organized like that. You know what I mean? He's
Oh,
a
yeah.
different bird from me.
When's Jeremy gonna start live
It's
streaming?
awesome.
After I can actually release a video a week, which is my goal that I never meet every month.
If you live stream, then you don't have to release a video every week. You can just live stream instead. It's easier.
Yep.
No editing.
Then my videos would probably go down to like once a month or something.
Once
All time,
all
right?
in.
It's okay.
All in the raw.
Yeah.
Any of you guys met Flatbed in person?
No.
No,
I think-
but he was
No,
up
but
on our
I
New
think I get
Year's
to
Eve stream.
twice this year.
Yeah.
He was up on our New Year's stream.
Yeah.
Oh, was he?
I think he's talking about going to Quad City on April.
You said Quad City and the Clash. I think he's going to.
Yeah, I think he said the class.
I definitely can't make that. That got shot down.
Ah, that sucks, bud. That's all right. That's
Yes.
all right.
It's my sister's wedding.
Jeff, it's
Yeah,
okay.
man,
okay.
kind of got to show up for that.
Yeah, it's okay if you can't make Quad City as long as you're at the class, Jeff.
No, that's the Clash. That's
No, it's the
Not my
class
sister's
he's not
wedding.
going to make.
No, your sister needs to change her wedding to the Quad City. That way.
I tried that.
I called her and talked to her too. And she's not having it.
Damn.
Yeah.
She's stuck on that date, huh?
hmm
Yeah, I mean they've only been together for like 20 some years, so I don't get what the hell the big deal is.
Yeah, what the hell, man? They're common law.
Yeah.
married.
What's the rush, guys?
Yeah,
Right?
This
just
is
run
a
to the
full wedding. Go to
run
the
to the
class.
justice of the peace and be done with it.
Yeah, no, they're common law married. They're already married. Go to the class.
Go see you, Stephen.
This wedding is a farce.
Good night, Stephen. I agree.
I'm glad my wife and I got married when we did, because at this stage in our lives and stuff like that, we wouldn't have gotten married. We'd just been like, yeah, man, that seems like a whole lot of work. Let's just not.
I don't get
That's
it.
that's been our vibe for like 5 years.
Well,
like,
their kids are all
nah.
grown up, so there's no real reason to anymore.
Try 32 years.
All right. I got married when I
Nobody's got it.
was 34, so I don't know you know what I mean? Like that's a lovely goal for me, you know what I mean? But like that
Well, instead of slacking your ass,
that accounts for like me changing my eating habits. Not sure I'm gonna make that.
Yeah,
All right,
I tossed enough
everybody,
insults at
pay
him.
attention to what Katie has to say.
All right.
All right.
Oh,
Sorry, guys. We're gonna go to
Hey,
bed.
it's okay. Do it.
We got baby sleeping finally and sleeping hard, and we're gonna take advantage of it
Uh
and
oh.
go to sleep ourselves.
uh-oh.
We're gonna go to sleep.
Yeah,
No,
we're not gonna find out.
I'm
in a few months
Okay.
after, Prego again.
Have a seat.
Good night, you crazy kids.
Yeah.
Good night.
Not quite. Not quite.
Yeah, bow chicken.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Stories.
Go too hard on
Love you
that
guys.
thing.
Thanks for having us on.
All right. Have a good night.
Anytime.
Go before the mood's over, my friend. Go, go.
Love you guys.
And he'll forget to turn the mic off.
YouTube gold.
Mike.
Hey, bring the
oh my
camera with me. We'll get this up to
goodness
500
sakes.
viewers.
All right.
Later.
Ice up real well, Jake.
Stay hydrated, my friend.
You should take that advice.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Go make Rivers brother or sister.
Uh-huh.
See if Jake's got one more in him.
Got more energy than I do then.
All right, Mike.
Hey, George.
Why would everybody leave, George?
George.
Come on, man. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, we're not fish shopping. Oh, did I say that out loud?
That's all right.
I need to do some fish shopping.
That's probably what's going on right now, anyway.
Probably.
You don't know how me and Joe, again, from Third World Aquatics, like, we've had serious discussions about opening up a business. Basically bringing in fish from overseas. You know, kind of like a predatory fin, sort of, but it does fresh and salt. You know.
Yeah. With better fish.
Well, I mean, I don't. Joe actually ran a full service pet store for a decade, so he knows a lot more about the wholesale process than I do. When I was in high school, I lived pretty close to a distributor called Mid Atlantic Wholesale. They were a fish wholesaler, and I used to work there during the summers. So that's some experience I have with that stuff. But
yeah, are you looking to do it full time?
Well, I mean, we kick around ideas. Like we had sort of a. He's in Ohio, I'm in Maryland, and we were trying to figure out if there's some way we could be a little closer together. We could set up a facility where we could do all of our crazy stuff we want to do, but also, you know, run some sort of an operation.
So
Sounds
he's
like
gonna
he
have.
has to move.
Sounds like he moved to Maryland.
Yeah, because I can't see him moving those tanks.
No.
Dude, he has an insane storage facility full of. Basically, in Cleveland, Ohio, they used to have a SeaWorld aquarium, and when it went under for about 10 or 20 years, all their aquariums just sat in a parking garage, like a multi-story.
And he bought them up.
Yeah, he bought up almost all of it. He's got like I don't know. It's like 35 feet long, 6 feet front to back, 5 feet tall aquarium. He's got all these insane aquariums in a big storage facility. It's like nuts, you know.
Yeah.
Big Steve.
Trip up to see Chris Biggs this Sunday, only about an hour north. What is he in New York, Steve?
I tried to get Biggsy on.
Steve, is he up to Cichlids?
I chatted with Steve, or with Chris. He was pretty good.
I actually
chatted with him.
He was at Ohio Fish Rescue when I hung out there, so I got to sit at a table and drink with him for a couple hours.
Yeah, that should have been good.
Oh, that's not bad.
That'd been interesting.
Harford County, that's in Maryland. That's it's like that's like Bel Air, Maryland, that area.
Aquarium Club of Maryland.
That's not an hour for me. It's closer. Yeah, I definitely make it to Harford County. It's not that far. Where at in Harford County, Steve? Shit, I was over in Bel Air like 2 weeks ago. But yeah, like me and Joe totally feed off each other with the theories and like what we could build and everything.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine. It'd probably be dangerous if we were too close together.
Well, if everything's in storage, you could always load those in a semi-haul.
Well, we both have property too. That's the thing is, I'd like to do something, you know, like so he actually owns a commercial building, and he's got property. I got property. I don't own a commercial building, but it's like, if like I said, if we were closer, it'd be.
How far is the drive?
I mean, he's 6 hours. I mean, he's east of Cleveland, so probably like 6 hours.
That's not so bad. I mean, wouldn't be something where you'd be there daily, but every couple of weeks you could probably pull it off.
Oh.
That looks like somebody who flooded a living room.
Yep. You get it all cleaned up, Sarah?
20 minutes from Bel
What
Air.
was that?
Did you get your water cleaned up?
Steve, I'll check online for the website and see what's up.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Sarah. We've all
It's,
floated a tank at one time or another.
I flooded 2 tonight.
17 miles.
One
Yeah,
of them, I remember sitting
Jeremy.
over the top of.
It seems like if you've got if you go big enough, you know what I mean, and you've got enough tanks and stock and stuff like that to where like you're like needing like specialized fish and stuff like that, and you combine with a guy who's also very large, like starting a company and like importing fish and stuff like that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, so there's like that tipping point with like how much you guys got going on and stuff like that, where, well, it makes sense to like be importing some stuff and be selling some fish at the same time. You know what I mean? Because it's big enough. I think that's really
Right.
cool, man.
I'd order some breed stock from you.
Yeah, our dream is a facility where half of it we could go crazy with the stuff we want to build and show ourselves, and the other half could be the whole, selling online, right? Wholesaling and selling, and then of course it would feed ourselves, right? Like you'd be like right now, it's kind of weird, man, because 10 years ago I could get anything I wanted and at any time. It's not that way anymore. It's very hard to get a lot of the stuff I try to get a hold of. I generally nowadays have to bring things in and get it from freight at airports and stuff. It's just not like it used to be. So, no, Steve, I never done a club talk. But it's just weird. Like I guess I got spoiled. Like there's a large aquarium store about 45 minutes from where I live called House of Tropicals, and I know the two brothers who own the store. I've known them since I was a teenager working at a wholesaler, and I can always go to them and say, hey, I want to get this and this, and I would order it. And now the one brother who was the one who ran the show, he retired, and the other guy is basically a slacker, and it's not a great resource anymore. And I've been getting stuff out of a place up in New York called Pete's Aquarium. I call them up and they'll order me stuff, but it's full retail kind of thing. Just trying to. I mean, kind of like how predatory fins is for certain things. They're a great resource for certain freshwater fish.
Yeah.
Right.
Without them, I don't know where you get it from. I mean, it'd be hard. Anyone in the saltwater world, they kind of know, like Australia, basically, for like the last 10 years, shut down a lot of stuff out of there. There was before that. Fiji was shut down for a while for certain things. Hawaii shut down a lot of things like the tanks, oil field tank.
Yeah.
Red Sea right now.
So these are all like political type things, or are these like conservation type things, or?
It's a whole mix. So like you got Red Sea, it's you got shipping goes through there, right? And there's a lot of like shipping, so you can't get fish. And Hawaii, it's really doesn't make any sense, but they claim it's protecting fish species, but these fish species are in vast amounts. I mean, that wouldn't make a lot of sense. Fiji, they used to just tear away the reefs. That's certainly not good, right? But now they've switched to aquaculture,
Right.
where they take stuff and lay it out there and let it seed itself over.
Okay.
So Fiji's alive again, So Fiji was good, right? They went from being destructive to not destructive. That's good. Australia, I don't know why they stopped exporting anything out of there. I'm not sure the exact reasoning, but like you just can't get like you got
They
corals.
stopped importing too, though.
Yeah, well, they've always been very rigid on importing because they had bad experiences with like cane toads and things like that. But there used to be a time where you could get like Australian Duncans and soft corals and things for regular price, and they went through the roof. And you have to get them through Singapore now, and it's just whatever. Then Singapore during COVID shut down for a while, so the price went through the roof. You can only get them from aquaculture here in the U.S. Singapore now has opened up again, so the prices went down again. So
Okay.
it's all over the place, depending on which one. And then anything out of China or South America, it's about connections, right? Because if you have a good connection, you can get good product. If you have not a good connection, you're going to get bad product, right?
Yeah.
And same with Europe. It's the same deal with Europe. Like discus out of Belgium and Germany. A lot of amazing discus come out of there, but you have to have the right connection. I'm lucky that he used to live about 45 minutes from me. Now he's moved a little further away into Delaware, but Discus Hans was based out of Baltimore. And so
I got fish from him. I didn't have good luck.
When did you get him?
It was a couple of years
I was
back.
going to ask if you
Before he
dealt with him.
It was like it was during his transition though.
I was going to say it might have been during his transition because when he was plugged into Stenker directly over in Europe, that stuff was rock solid. Yeah. And
I can imagine that it was.
I mean, I've been in his place and everything, and it was, oh my God, everything I got from him was just rock solid. Now he moved everything over to Delaware now, and
See, when he was doing the move, I didn't know what was happening. Otherwise, I wouldn't have ordered.
yeah, I knew from just talking with him it was happening, but we'll see. But at any rate, it's just it used to be easy to get anything, and now you really gotta work for everything nowadays. So.
Come on, chat. Look alive, y'all. Y'all getting tired?
Yeah, we'll probably go
Hi,
about another
Sarah.
15.
Welcome.
What's it up?
We'll probably go about another 15 minutes.
Thanks.
Still got quite a few water or tanks to change water on there, Mike.
Yeah, but I got to be up early, Jeff.
What? All
So
of them.
I got to work tomorrow.
Jeff
Yeah,
just
at
wants
least
to play with his rack.
Sarah's just got on right now.
Yeah, Sarah and I are getting ready to eat lunch here in a little bit. I'm night shift in Texas. I woke up
She's in
for the stream.
Australia.
Yeah, they're on the
I love my Australian friends.
Okay.
I'm on their schedule.
Oh, there you went.
Uh-oh.
You scared her away.
I didn't do that.
Damn it, we can't take you anywhere, new local.
True. The good news is I haven't been wanting to go anywhere, so it's been pretty easy.
There's that too.
Yeah, her computer died.
Yeah.
Dang it.
So I could have went to Clash last year, but I didn't because it was my wife's birthday. And this year, when I told her we should go, she said, "Well, it's your sister's wedding." And I said, "Yeah, so." She's like, "Well, we would have been better off going during my birthday." Yeah, guarantee she wouldn't have said that last year.
That's true, but that's the way it goes, man.
Yeah.
I always have a good time at anything that I go to, so that keeps me keen on wanting to go and do the actual travel thing. And they're all different. You know what I mean? There's events with large vendors. You know what I mean? They're showing off stuff and stuff like that at some of these, and then some of these, you know what I mean? It's just a small amount of vendors, and it's heavy club, oriented and stuff. They're all different. They're all different experiences, but man, I enjoy just meeting up with fish people and stuff like that. It's just a trip to talk to somebody face to face that you've been chatting with for years.
I hate weddings.
Right? Oh, I'm not a fan of them.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan either.
Especially when you gotta get all cleaned up and wear a monkey suit.
Yeah,
I didn't even do that for my own wedding, but I had to do it for one of my cousins, and it sucked.
it's better than a funeral. You know what I mean? Which is the other time I get dressed up. Hello,
Right.
Sarah.
I don't get dressed up.
What up?
Welcome back.
Made it back.
Made it back.
What happened? We lost the satellite or what?
No, I didn't have it on charge.
Elon Musk let her down.
I was going to say Tommy's UFO crashed into it.
Tommy's UFO. Man, I love Tommy because I don't hear nothing out of him for like a month. And then I get this wild text message with who knows what's on it. And you're just like, what
Oh
the?
my God.
What the? That guy's a trip.
He's
Yeah,
something
he is.
else.
I want to go. I want to go see his. I want to go see his homestead and stuff like that. Like I'm interested in all of his birds and stuff. I think
Yeah,
that's really
You're not
neat.
that far from him.
He told me after
No, I'm not.
He told me after San Antonio we all need to come by his house and we'll barbecue. And I was like, that sounds like
Case,
that could give it.
That sounds like a separate trip to me.
That sounds like
Dragon West.
something we could all get in trouble with.
Well, that's true
San
too.
Antonio.
He's about what 2.5 hours from San Antonio.
Yeah, go pick him up. Drag him with.
He's going to Aquashella.
Okay, good.
Happy Place says he's taking him with him. So,
Yeah.
Perfect.
but he
Well,
told
Mike
me
ain't all that far from Rocco either.
No, I'm not far at all. I'm not far at all from Rocco, man.
He's just there in Seguin.
Yeah, but it's not far away at all. That's where Water Gyms is. Water Gyms is in a small town called Marion, I believe.
Mhm.
yeah, Marion, Texas.
And they're all in between Austin and San Antonio.
Yeah, I just talked to Rocco last night.
That's good. Yeah, I hadn't seen Rocco for a long time, but then something popped up in my thing. He was talking with it's veterans oriented.
Yeah, it's
And,
Gearheads and Guardians.
Right. Yeah. I don't know why. Maybe I don't have the notifications turned on right or something like that. But the algorithm hadn't been giving me anything for a long time, and then like I saw something like a couple months back, and I was like,
Yeah.
he's doing good. I love that.
Yeah, he was actually my first guest when I started this stream. Rocco was actually my very first guest.
No
And
way.
he was on, yeah, and then he was on for a couple other streams, and now he's just working so much he doesn't have time. But yeah, him and a friend that he served with. They've got that Gearheads and Guardians channel, and
I think that is so great. I think
doing
that's so
real
great
well.
for him.
it's doing
Heck
real
yeah,
well,
man.
And
But yeah,
they got in touch
we've had him up.
with Steve, right?
Yeah,
Nice.
they're going to do all they can for Steve,
That's good.
help him get through that issue he's having.
Heck yeah.
My brother
But
Steve.
yeah, Rocco was the first one. I told him I was going to start streaming, and I wanted him as the first guest, and he was sure. Let's do it. He won't come back to the fish community, but he will pop up on stream from time to time.
Good, good.
Yeah, he's doing good though.
Where's Jimmy at?
What's that, sir?
He-
Where's Jimmy at?
He's
Oh,
having
we're
internet
recharging him.
issues.
recharging him.
Yeah.
Jimmy is busy rebuilding his whole freaking house.
No, he's not. We're regrowing him from a finger.
Yeah,
He got wore out again.
I thought he was still in jail from Tijuana weekend last week.
he might be.
He might be. Never know with Jimmy. Hey, Jose.
What's up, Jose?
Last I talked to him,
What up, Joy?
he was about half done with the house with all the painting and everything else he's doing. So
Wow.
I should send you guys his number just so you can harass him like I do.
You might have my number.
I have it somewheres.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I have it or not.
I think he has mine.
Everybody should
So,
have.
he said he was going to reach out.
He's got mine. He's called me
Just never
through
did.
quite a few times.
Yeah. Just be ready, Mike. When you call him, have a big cup of coffee because
Oh, I know.
he'll start talking, and 2 hours later, you'll be like, "Man, I'm still talking, and my phone's beeping because it's dead."
Sounds like when I phone calls.
But it's a great conversation with that guy.
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
And it helps him out quite a bit, too.
Yeah. Yeah, he loves when people reach out to him, even if you just send him a text and say, "Hey, you old fart." He loves
Just
it.
give him,
Yeah, man.
give him a buzz now.
Right?
See how
Yeah.
it's high.
That
Yeah,
way, yeah.
Give him a call, put him on speakerphone, tell him to get his ass up here.
Yeah. I should give him a call and say, "Sarah is getting ready to call you. You better be ready."
Sarah's getting ready to hunt you down.
Pretty much. Liven the place up a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Need more people down in the gutter.
You know, I think
Rack's looking good over there.
Yeah? Staring at
Yeah.
the rack again?
you
Just
gotta
can't stop.
you gotta stick the chest out there, Jeff. She's staring at the rack.
All right.
Yep.
I have to upgrade from the training bra. Hoping to wait a little bit longer.
Oh God.
You okay there, Skull?
Huh?
You about to
You
hack a
okay?
lung up?
No, I quit that yesterday. Now it's just this stupid cough. It's like right here that I can't get rid of.
That's the worst, bro.
Curtis, what's behind that door behind you back there? Double.
Those doors?
Yeah.
That's just a closet.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing in there,
About-
Michael.
So if you
About-
excavate that out,
with about 10 tanks in there.
No, there's a bunch of paint cans and wire ties and
but if you were to do some excavation, how much bigger could the fish room be? Expand it out that way.
I don't even need to excavate. I would just have to leave this room because this is about a fifth of my basement. I don't mess with the rest of the basement, and she don't mess with me.
All right, now you're killing me, man. You have
There's about 1,800 square feet down here that I could use.
what are you doing,
Right.
man?
I know.
I have a
Kick her
couch,
upstairs.
and I have a fireplace and a TV, and
If you haven't filled the basement, you have to add on to it. You're not doing it right, man.
I think
You
Jeremy's
know what
thinking
looks
about
good next to a
13
fireplace and a TV? The fish tank.
Put the TV upstairs.
Yep.
Fish tanks.
Jeremy's thinking about a 1,300 square foot tank in there.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to
You
go
just walk
smaller,
around the outside of it.
Yeah.
I saw a video where this guy walks out, and it's his addition, and he's got like a 12-foot ladder because that's his saltwater tank.
The
Oh,
greatest thing that
So,
ever happened to me was my wife went down to the lunchroom and saw a mouse. She no longer wanted to come downstairs, and so I started bringing the laundry back and forth, and then I started adding fish tanks, and what she never sees doesn't really exist.
Yeah.
It was perfect. It's the best day
that's
of my life.
beautiful.
I still remember that day. 2016, March
Yeah.
3rd.
I kind of watch what I'm doing because she lets me get away with a lot of stuff. I told her like 3 weeks ago, like, oh yeah, me and a bunch of guys are going to go to San Antonio in June.
But how do you know if you don't push the limits, right? I mean, just don't know.
I just do.
Yeah, I don't
And
know.
then either I get yelled at or I don't.
And yes, I'm 100% sure that she's asleep right now, so I'm not going to get in trouble for saying it. Just went upstairs.
Yeah. Yeah, she was just in here. That's why I was muted because she was
She's
giving
standing
me.
around the corner staring at you.
Yeah, you got your instructions, brah?
No, she brought me all my she brought me all my medicine.
Ah.
She's my drug dealer. I gotta keep her happy.
Hey, like when you can, that's when the savings really come in. You know what I mean? Like when you can like get like multiple roles in the same person. You know what I mean? You can get many things done at once. It's great.
And I can text her when
It's efficient. It's efficient.
when I see her going down the main street in town. I was like, "You hungry?" And she's like, "Why?" And it's like, "Because I see where you're at. You're driving by Wendy's and Sonic and Arby's and pretty hungry." I get away with it.
He's Guatemala too. It's like, well, the 3,000-gallon Shark Tank is already here. I hate to just tear it down. It seems like such a waste.
Marissa, I'm surprised she doesn't tell you, don't forget to bring me some home.
Well, eventually, I'm tearing all of this
The
down.
little
again,
audio
so-
stuff there, Mike can understand you.
Says I'm surprised.
June, I don't ever ask.
I'm surprised she doesn't say to bring something home for me too.
Yeah.
Well, I told her I was going to go to Quad City and I was probably going to pick Cheryl up on the way, and she just like, yeah, okay. She knows I'm harmless as hell, so. Trying to get my son to go because he's the freaking guy that stole half my shrimp, so he should go with me.
Right?
Yeah.
It sounds fair.
All the Carradina I had, he's like, "Oh man, this tank will look pretty good in my house."
Take the whole tank.
Yeah, he took the tank. It was like, I'm good with it because maybe it'll get him interested, and then I can
Yeah.
keep pushing him, But
So,
Hey, always
That,
good to have a backup colony too, just in case something happens. You know what I mean? Like
just think, Curtis,
it's kind of insurance.
if you expand into the rest of the basement with plywood tanks, you can do like a whole perimeter river system and separate it all out with waterfalls, and then you can keep a species of goodie in each 8-foot section.
Yep.
That's crazy that you say that, Jeff. That was my original plan for the basement here.
just
Yeah,
to go,
that'd be sweet.
I'm not even
And if
kidding.
you get them,
Go from there
close
to
enough
the-
together, you can pipe it so your end tank is not that far away to pump into the head source or the headwaters.
Yeah. The only reason I didn't do that is because I had too many sliding glass doors and like too many impediments to it,
I would have boarded them up.
Well, part of the thing that made the basement awesome was it had so much flat access to the backside.
Yeah. Well, I would have left one open, but I would have boarded the rest up because you want easy access.
That's actually crazy. It's really crazy to say that. But I wanted to mix the salt and fresh. I was kind of like, and actually,
Yeah, but you could have done a perimeter freshwater and a center island salty.
He's passed away, but my best friend, like from way back in the day, he's also into fish keeping, and we did that with saltwater corals. Like we used to take anything that any one of us got, whether it be a coral or an anemone, and we would share it back and forth across all of our tanks, his house, my house. So there's a bunch of times that we lost colonies and we repopulated.
Are you doing anything with corals or?
Yeah, the tank the sharks just got moved out of is turning into a coral lagoon. So.
Okay, my buddy that goes by Angry Inch, he does corals.
There was when my previous career, there was a 13-year stretch where I had a lot of irregular travel for work, and I had only massive coral marine aquariums. That's all I had during that time. Because they were fed by a giant refugium.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did a lot of corals.
Maybe he'll be
Okay,
up and running
guys,
when you're ready for some.
Right.
Lame.
I say we call her good. Go ahead, Jeff.
It was a good stream.
It was excellent. I had a blast. Thank you
No.
for inviting me,
No,
sir.
no Tic Tac Bandit this time.
No. I mean, like, I don't even know that guy.
Were
Anyway,
you
we'll-
surprised when I sent you the text about somebody's looking for the picture of you like that?
Yeah. I was like, all right, man. He asked me if I had a picture of the walrus costume Tic Tac Bandit, and I just sent him a sticker like that I had pulled off of a photograph. I just sent a sticker like in the text, and he was like, "Okay, that's nice." Like, I don't. He goes. Do you have one that like I can have? And he was like, "Oh wait, I figured it out." You know what I mean? I was like, but yeah, I was just like, I had a sticker that I could drop in our text, and I was like,
Yeah, but out of all the Halloween costumes, yours was.
I felt inspired, you know?
That was awesome. I saw that on somebody's live stream and I was just dying. I was like, that's Michael. That's Michael.
Yeah.
If you're ever feeling in the mood to be naughty, slap that thing on and jump up on Pelham stream or Elfish's stream.
Yeah.
Okay. You got
Anyway.
it, man. I mean, like, I'll give it a shot.
There you go.
That's all
He'll
you
give
can
it that old college try.
do. If
Give it the
nothing
old
else,
college try.
You can keep popping backstage and just wave at them.
Jeff will probably be on next.
They're already going.
He's already going.
Oh, are they?
Oh yeah.
They've been going for a while.
Every day,
Yeah.
all day.
No, he's
Anyway.
on five-star Bettis.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Uh,
Well, let's all go meet over there, man. Like
We'll catch
in
her.
the chat.
We'll catch everybody next week.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
See you guys.